Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
Are you sick of all the madness and hassle of traditional fundraisers? Well, then let us give you a big, warm welcome to the Tap and Pay Plus fundraising app. Thanks to Tap and Pay Plus, it's now easy for your team or group to gain online donations from supporters anywhere. Simply shop, earn, and support the team every single day. Learn more about our simple and easy fundraising app at www.tapandpayplus.com.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery offers screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as on cool gear like backpacks, window decals, and engraved tumblers. We also specialize in team, business, and organization fundraisers. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyync.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
When most places start preparing for a long winter's nap, we start living our best life. The mountainsides burning with color ignite something inside that now is the time to embrace what's around us. Warren County, Pennsylvania really is paradise, as we are surrounded with beautiful places and smiling faces. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Find your adventure, find your peace.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Our most memorable moment is taking 20
For the Bears, it's another Week 8, another chance to get a win in their schedule. For the Wolverines, it's so much more than just another game. It could be the final one here on Wolverine Mountain. The Allegheny Grill of Foxburg presents high school football as Sheffield hosts Union City next on the YDL Sports Network. You're watching high school sports on the YDL Sports Network.
Secretary and
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to Sheffield on the bank of Wolverine Mountain as the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg presents high school football on the YDL Sports Network, a District 9-10 crossover game this afternoon as Sheffield in District 9 hosting District 10's Union City. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, where you come for the food, stay for the view. Come check out the new indoor-outdoor wood frame event center. The Allegheny Grill was recently voted the #1 waterfront restaurant in Pennsylvania. Find out why, alleghenygrill.com. This is the Casella pregame show. Fans are an essential part of any team. Visit Casella.com to join our team today. Casella, our people, your team. And with that, we're going to take some time here. We're going to turn it over to public address announcer Chuck Demko as they are doing senior recognition here for Sheffield this afternoon.
Jaden Garris. Her favorite high school memories are the funny comments that come from Kelsey and Maddie, and being chosen as the 2024 Homecoming Queen. Katie's future plans are to attend college and pursue a degree in nursing. Ladies and gentlemen, Katie Powell. Aubrey Wagner. Aubrey is the daughter of Mark and Erica Wagner. She's a fall and winter cheerleader and attends the Warren County Career Center. She likes Red Bull, naps, cooking, and herself. She dislikes Chloe Silvis, working, and stink bugs. Aubrey's favorite memory is when Emma McBride ripped the stage curtain down while stunting. Her future plans are to attend college in Pittsburgh for social work and psychology. Ladies and gentlemen, Aubrey Wagner. Madison Connolly. Madison is the daughter of Jim Connolly and Sarah Connolly. She's a fall and winter cheerleader and is captain of the volleyball team. She also participates in track and field. Madison is a member of the National Honor Society and serves as senior class president and student council president. She's an active member of SAD and Varsity Club. She enjoys going to concerts, shopping, and Texas Roadhouse. She dislikes hearing people chew. Her most memorable moment is last year's choir class where there wasn't much achieved. After graduation, Madison's plans are to attend college and pursue a degree in the medical field. And also today, Madison would like to give a huge thank you to Melissa Bullock. She's been there for all of the cheerleaders in more ways than anyone. This season has definitely been one to remember thanks to her. She does everything in her power to make sure that the girls are always happy. Whether it's the practice where we talk the whole time, which is most of the time, or the practices where we actually do cheer-related stuff. She's always making sure that we have smiles on our faces. Her time and dedication to us have and will never go unnoticed. So thank you again, Melissa, for everything. Love, Maddie and the cheer squad. Ladies and gentlemen, Madison Connolly. Our senior statistician, Emily Davidson. Emily's the daughter of Dan Davidson and Connie Copley. Aside from being the football statistician, she also participates in volleyball, track and field, and basketball. She's a PIAA junior official for hoops and volleyball. She likes traveling, playing Roblox with Cam and Maddie. She likes Ashley's cookies and Melissa's spaghetti. Emily dislikes Lily Richards, Savannah, and her no socks. Her favorite memory is winning the Brockway volleyball tournament her junior year. Emily's future plans are to attend college, major in exercise science, and become a state police officer. Ladies and gentlemen, Emily Davidson. And now for the seniors of the football team. Jaden Lucas. Jaden is escorted by John Uplinger and Samantha Knapp. Her interests include playing football and video games and social media. He likes the contact of football and dislikes cats and people. His favorite memory is playing football for Sheffield. Jaden would like to thank John, Sam, and Coach Mike for helping him learn the plays and giving him a chance to participate. His future plans are to attend a trade school and be an electrician. Ladies and gentlemen, Jaden Lucas. Next is Malik Gordon. Escorted today by Robin Fry and Lamont Ramos. Malik's interests are football, basketball, soccer, and eating. He likes playing defense and dislikes it when Sam Knapp yells. His favorite memory is playing football here at Sheffield. He would like to thank his coaches, especially Sam, Mike, and John, for teaching him football and getting him through the days. He would also like to thank his counselor, Gabe Smead, for guiding him and getting him to the point of discharge. Malik's future plans are to attend college to become an underwater welder. Ladies and gentlemen, Malik Gordon. Carneal Parker. Carneal is escorted by Samantha Knapp today. His interests are basketball, football, and cutting hair. He enjoyed all the homecoming activities, but dislikes not being able to go home. Carneal's favorite memory is doing a pie to the face to a teacher at his home school. He would like to thank the team for being some of the best teammates ever. Also, he would like to thank Coach Mike and the team for being there to correct him and give him a second chance. He would also like to thank his mom for being there since day one and continuing to be there through everything. His future plans are to graduate high school, attend a trade school, and open his own barber shop. Ladies and gentlemen, Carneal Parker. Tyson Britton. Escorted today by John Uplinger. Tyson's interests are basketball, football, writing music, and hanging out with friends. He likes playing tight end and dislikes long car rides. His favorite memory is meeting all new people. He would like to say thank you to his coaches, teammates, and Abraxas for giving him new opportunities to be better. He also says thank you to his foster mom and girlfriend for their support. His future plans are to reclass for basketball at Wheeling Park High School. Ladies and gentlemen, Tyson Britton. Trayshawn Dunn. Escorted today by Samantha Knapp and Brian Dunn. Trayshawn's interests include basketball, video games, lifting weights, and annoying Sam Knapp. He likes it when John drinks Celsius and dislikes running the hill. Trayshawn's favorite memory is winning March Madness at his home school. He would like to thank Colby and Michael for being good quarterbacks, and he'd also like to thank the coaches for treating him like family. His future plans are to go to college and play basketball for UNC. Ladies and gentlemen, Trayshawn Dunn. Spencer White. Spencer is escorted today by Brandy Sable, Peggy, and Dave Finch. His interests are cooking, football, and helping others. He likes food and dislikes school. His favorite memory is playing football here at Sheffield and meeting his teammates. He would like to thank the coaches and team for pushing him to do the very best in every practice. His future plans are to go to school to become a chef. Ladies and gentlemen, Spencer White. LaShawn Williams. Escorted today by Samantha Knapp. His interests are sports, cooking, and eating. He likes the colors red and purple and dislikes dark chocolate. Gotta do milk, I'm with you. His favorite memory is being part of this football team as a Wolverine. He'd like to thank the coaches for giving him the opportunity to play football here at Sheffield. Currently, his future plans are undecided. Ladies and gentlemen, LaShawn Williams. Sire Brown House. Escorted today by Sasha House and Eric Brown. Sawyer's interests are working out, basketball, family, and eating. He likes seafood, animals, and jewelry. He dislikes being sick, running the hill, and onions. Sawyer's favorite memory is beating bucktail and seeing his girlfriend graduate early. Sawyer would like to thank his parents, grandparents, girlfriend, son, coaches, and teammates for pushing him to be his best and seeing what he couldn't see in himself. His future plans are to attend a trade school and become either a mechanic or electrician. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Sawyer Brown House. Darrell Barno. Escorted today by Samantha Knapp. His interests are talking to people, playing sports and video games. He likes going on vacation, talking to new people, and hanging out with friends. He dislikes arguing, fighting, and mean people. His favorite memory is homecoming and being involved in all of the activities. Darrell would like to thank his coaches, team moms, and the fans for everything you've done, from the food to pep talks and discipline. His future plans are to move to Florida or join the military. Ladies and gentlemen, Darrell Barno. Andrew Wade Hoden. Andrew is the son of Mark and Judith Hoden, and he's a member of our Wolverine football team and also shoots track. Andrew likes riding dirt bikes with Garrett Copley and Caleb Steffen, hanging out with friends, and going to sheets. He dislikes mowing the yard. Andrew's favorite memory is the party in the locker room on the last day of school. His future plans are to join the United States Air Force. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Hoden. Braylon Winslow. Braylon is the son of Jesselyn and Leroy Winslow and is escorted today by his mom and grandma, Jeanette Winslow. Braylon's a member of the Wolverine football team and also participates in the track team. He likes football and Connor Winslow. He also enjoys fishing, listening to corn, and driving his mom crazy. He dislikes math class and the Kansas City Chiefs. His favorite memory is meeting the Abraxas kids and celebrating the team's first win in years. Braylon's future plans are currently undecided. Ladies and gentlemen, Braylon Winslow. Alex Marfink. Alex is the son of Bradley Marfink and Nathan and Samantha Mockney. He's escorted today by the Mockneys. Alex plays football and participates in wrestling, track, and track. He likes playing sports with his friends and being a Sheffield Wolverine. He dislikes that this is his last year. His favorite memory is sliding through the mud at practice. His future plans are to possibly attend a trade school in Ohio. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Marfink. Andrew Kyler. Andrew is the son of Chris Tyler and Amanda King. He's played football for 10 years, is the captain of the team, and participates also in basketball and track. He's a member of SAD. Andrew, he likes Coach Melissa, cucumbers, pancake blocks, team showers, spaghetti, and his girlfriend. He dislikes Alex Van Gelder, potatoes, and Uplinger's Hill. His favorite memory is beating Bucktail for the team's first win in 5 years on opening day. His future plans are currently undecided. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Kyler. And our final senior football player is Colby Barr. Colby is the son of Michael and April Barr. He's played football for 10 years, is a captain of the team. He also plays basketball, track, and track. Colby's an avid hunter and is a volunteer at the Cherry Grove Volunteer Fire Department. He likes it when Coach Fitch is happy at practice and hanging out with the fellows. He dislikes Nick trying to sing and running the hill. His favorite memory? You guessed it, winning opening day this year. Colby plans to attend college for forestry. Ladies and gentlemen, Colby Barr. Ladies and gentlemen, these are our seniors of the 2024 outdoor fall season. Congratulations. Sheffield High School's administration, faculty, and staff wishes each of you the best and much success.
For a century, the Wolverines have taken the field to represent Sheffield High School on the gridiron. The last 50 of those years have been spent defending their home turf on picturesque Wolverine Mountain. As is the case for many programs with storied history, the Wolverines have seen highs and the lows.
I was blessed to be able to play sports at Sheffield, and from the time I can think back, I always wanted to play on this field, and I had the opportunity not only to play, but to come back and coach for the past 33 years. So I've been very fortunate.
It was a dream, to be honest with you. Back in the late 80s, you had some pretty good ball players that came up through Sheffield, and I remember coming up here on a Saturday afternoon. I mean, the pine trees were still up, and I can remember the Sheffield faithful that would line that sideline on the visitor side, and as a little kid watching that was your dream. That's what I wanted to do. Is I wanted to play Saturday afternoon football at Sheffield High School.
Senior year, we ended the season 6-3. I do believe today it's still the last 6-win season for Sheffield football. I had a great bunch of friends, a great group of kids that we played with, and that season was very memorable.
Regardless of the team's fortunes on the scoreboard, the program has formed a bond with its community.
People care about each other. People are there to look out for each other. And the case in point was that first game this year. I don't think I've seen more tears on a football field in quite a while, and it was just a sense of relief, for everybody to feel that good again.
We live in a great area. We really do. There's a lot of negative all the time about everything, but there are so many good, caring people throughout this county.
Being part of a family at Sheffield is true in both the figurative and literal sense.
My parents got divorced right about the time I entered junior high school. So already having, addiction for football and being the oldest of 5 boys, it was quite the inspiration. If it wasn't for my grandparents and my aunt, sometimes the only family I really felt like I had, the support system I had, was my football friends, teammates, my coaches, and their parents. And what Sheffield football meant to me, my family, and everybody else, life lessons on how to become a better human being. And like I said, that goes through the Abraxas co-op with meeting kids from outside this neighborhood that all they ever wanted to do was be part of something and be loved. And there's just so many great lessons from Sheffield football.
I also credit Sheffield football for creating and strengthening some of the strongest relationships that I still hold dear to this day, years later and thousands of miles away. And of course, one of those relationships is with my dad, Coach Werner. Playing under him was an honor, and I know there aren't many places where that could have been possible. My dad has always been selflessly dedicated to the Sheffield community. It's impossible to list off everything I've learned from him over the years, but seeing him operate on a field, whether as a coach or an official, will always be the perfect example of the kind of guy I'd like to be when I grow up.
The cloud of losing the team due to a lack of players has long loomed over the program. Now an even darker storm front is moving its way over not just the football team, but the entire school. The Warren County School District is evaluating whether to close Sheffield High School, meaning today could be the last time this community gets to cheer the Wolverines on their home field.
But no, there's always going to be a home support system here, no matter what color uniform we wear, and that's something.
And I think that's an important thing about life that you want to keep in your head is you're going to fail. You're going to have times where things don't go your way. You're going to have decisions that are made that you can't control. You have to control, A, how you respond to it, and B, making yourself a better person because of it. Life has a lot of twists and turns, and the easier you make those transitions, the better off you're going to be.
Sheffield players and coaches know as they climb the steps to Wolverine Mountain today, they could be doing so for the final time in the orange and black. They would like nothing better than to give the fans, the community, and the school a storybook ending.
But there's something to be said when you walk up them 74 steps Saturday morning. Mm-hmm. It is a magical place up here. Mm-hmm. Those boys have been putting in the time because they want to win. And, you know, Brian, it's funny, and you talk to these kids and you sit and listen to them at dinner. They don't want to win for themselves. They want to win for the town. Mm-hmm. This community, that's who they want to win for.
And welcome back into the Casella pregame show here as the Allegheny Grill Foxburg presents high school football on the YDL Sports Network. Again, it is going to be an emotional one for the home team here this afternoon as Sheffield getting set to host Union City. Their final home game of the 2024 season for sure, possibly the final one ever. Brian Hagberg, Cody Elms with you here on the YDL Sports Network. Want to let you know you're on the drive to the game, brought to you by Warren Tire Center. Warren Tire Center, make sure you get to the game in comfort, warrentirecenter.com. And our game stream today is powered by Oil Country Crates. Your products are protection. And, Cody, you put a lot of work into getting some of those interviews for us for that video package we had there. Want to thank everybody who participated, especially Vince Werner sending a video in long distance. But you've been on the sidelines as a player. You've covered this team for a long, long time. It's going to be an emotional day today.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's emotional for everybody. And I don't think it really hits you until you get to this moment. You know, I was on the sidelines as part of a chain, helping my dad on chain gang. And then as a player, and then covering Sheffield football for 16 years. I've been down there for the highs and the lows, and some of these fans have been in the bleachers for the highs and the lows. I think it's an emotional day, but the good thing is Sheffield's kind of come to grips with reality and what's about to happen, and they're taking advantage of these lasts and giving these kids and the fans and the community opportunity to have some lasts in this what could be final year.
Well, and ironically enough, you and I spent a year together on that sideline as a player and aspiring coach back many moons ago, 2001 season. I was coaching. That was your freshman
year.
Well,
yes.
Let's not talk about that.
That was a long time.
But I was asking head coach Mike Barr before the game, how do you channel emotion in a game like this? Because that's what you have to do. You don't want to be void completely, right? This is a physical game. You've got to play with emotion, but you can't let it overcome you either. And he said, what they've been preaching to these kids this week is two things. One, play one play at a time, win that play, come back, win the next play. Mm-hmm. Two, make a memory.
Yes. And he said that during the homecoming game as well, he was referencing making a memory. And I think that's very important because I don't remember a lot of specifics about football. I can't tell you scores we had when we played, but I remember a few memories, and I'll probably have those memories for the rest of my life. And they're usually not what you'd think they'd be. They're the funny thing at practice, or the time the coach flipped out for no reason the flag wasn't on our team, but he thought it was, and
Yeah.
he flipped out anyway. You know, weird stuff like that.
I can't imagine what coach you'd be talking about who would do that.
And I'm not going to say, but you know, I do think it's important for these kids, especially this year, to make a memory. And I think it's important for the fans as well, their parents and their family and the people of the community. When you're watching these games, make a memory. Take notice of the little things.
Well, you know, and through all of this, there is still a football game to be played. The Wolverines come into this one 1-4. We've only played 5 games. We were at one of those games got postponed early in the second quarter due to lightning delay. So they're 1-4 this season. Union City comes in 0-7, searching for its first win. As we're going to pause here just a moment for the national anthem.
What's so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Pause for our national anthem. Let's take a look now, Cody, at our All-American Custom Apparel and Engraving players to watch. All-American Custom Apparel and Engraving can put almost anything on almost everything online. AllAmericanHQ.com.
For the Bears, it's Austin Brown. He has over 600 yards rushing, a couple of scores. He's the dominant offensive weapon for Union City. And I'll be honest and frank, I do not see a win unless Brown is featured front and center of it today. On the Sheffield side, it's got to be senior quarterback Colby Barr. He's thrown for less than 300 yards this season, but he has countered that with 583 yards and 6 scores on the ground. The senior quarterback, however, is capable of much more in the air, as we saw in 2023, where he threw for 294 yards and 3 scores in one game, and then followed that up with a school record-breaking 427-yard game and 6 touchdowns in that game as well. So he has the ability, the capability to put the ball in the air and do well, and I think he's going to have to do that tonight or today for Sheffield to have a win.
Those were our All-American Custom Apparel and Engraving players to watch. Now let's take a look at the Allstate Insurance, the David Jones Agency, keys to the game. Dave Jones will always help you make the right decisions with your insurance needs. Call him today at 814-223-4000.
To kind of piggyback off of the Austin Brown thing, the Bears have got to figure out a way to put points on the board. They have only scored twice, one time this season in a game, and they've been shut out in multiple games. Sheffield has put the ball in the end zone in every game. Union City has got to finish drives and keep pace with the Wolverines. On the Sheffield side, the Wolverines need to not get in their own way. They have played competitive football at times this season, but every step forward is usually followed by multiple steps backwards. Sheffield's got to find what works, let it ride. Football can be a simple game if the Wolverines allow it to be.
All right, those were our keys to the game, brought to you by the David Jones Agency, Allstate Insurance. That'll do it for the Casella pregame show. Our first quarter is brought to you by Generational Wealth Management. Union City won the toss, elected to defer. So number 5, Abdallah Fakiri, going to set up to do the kicking. Looks like that is taken at the 25. Big head of steam and out to the 40. That was Hayden Holden on the return for Sheffield.
Aiden Schumann on the tackle. First down, Sheffield.
And it is the start of a new quarter. And Heather Waterson is today's first quarter contestant. Heather has already won a free car wash at the Zip Zap Car Wash. If the Wolverines score a touchdown during the first quarter, Heather will win a $75 gift certificate to Rocket Detailing. To participate, go to rocketdetails.com.
Holden comes into this game with 218 yards on the ground on 47 carries, second behind Barr rushing.
And we've got a whistle here as the clock on the scoreboard is showing 40 minutes. I don't think we're going to play 40 minutes today.
It's too
long. At least not for a first quarter. While they get that adjusted, we'll let you know again. Our first quarter brought to you by Generational Wealth Management. John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for your investment needs. They offer world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. Find out more at gwm.nm.com. So they got that fixed, and we are now ready to get underway. Barr in the gun, takes the snap, rolls right. Going to keep it himself. And Barr with a big gainer on first down gets pushed out of bounds.
Aiden Schumann, the tackle for Union City.
Aiden Schumann ran him out of bounds for the Bears. Going to bring up a second down and 3 at the Sheffield 47. Wolverines come out, trips to the right. And Barr gives right up the middle. Not much there for Darrell Barno. Actually looks like he's going to lose a yard. We'll bring up a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, third down and 5. Actually lost 2 on that carry. Back to the 45.
Barno came into this game with just 70 yards rushing on, 93 yards rushing on 14 carries. No scores for the running back.
A high snap fake to Barnes. Barr rolling now under some pressure, trying to turn the corner. He gets to the sideline. He's close to a first down, but I think he's going to be about a yard shy.
If they get it, it'll be off of a generous spot because I think he went out right before midfield.
We've got a injured Union City player on the Sheffield sideline. That's Fakiri, the kicker.
And Barr was under pressure on that rollout, but he had a wide open receiver just as he started to roll out that if he was able to get that pass off, there was nobody behind him.
And so this is going to be a fourth and looks like about 2. They marked him out at the 48, maybe 47 and a half. As Fakiri gets some assistance walking over to the Union City sideline. Certainly hope that he's okay. But a fourth down decision on the opening possession here for Mike Barr and the Wolverines.
Well, I like the idea of being aggressive here. If you look at Union City historically this season, their offense has not put points on the board. So if you have to turn the ball over at midfield, if you're Sheffield, I don't know how nervous you would be in that position.
And again, just waiting for Fakiri to get to the sideline there so play can continue.
Game 3, it's 4th and 2.
4th and 2 coming up for the Wolverines. They are going to go for it, at least line up to go for it. Might see Barr try a hard count here, try to draw the Bears offside. Now they are going to go. Fake to Holden. Barr rolls right, under pressure. Throws, has a man, but too high.
Just a bit too high.
Was looking for Brownhouse. And overshot him, and it's a turnover on downs for the Bears.
The Bears sniffed that out. They knew exactly what Sheffield was going to do there. And to be perfectly honest, Brian, I thought Sheffield was setting up a screen the way that the Bears' defensive front was able to just go right after Barr.
And so the Bears take over in Sheffield territory for their first possession. And it will be Austin Brown under center for Union City. Gives and hit immediately, and drop in the backfield is Stephen Claycamp. And that was Alex Marfink flying through the line for the tackle for loss. Pushes the Bears back to midfield.
2nd and 12 at the 50.
Second and 12 now for the Bears. Daniel Smith, the up back, Claycamp behind him. Brown under center. And Brown gives to Claycamp. This time has a little bit of room. Gets out past the original line of scrimmage, plus maybe a yard there. We'll bring up a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, 3rd down and about 9.
Zach Barnes in on the tackle. 83, ball at the 47-yard line, where it's 3rd down.
So how much, if you're Union City coach Mike Wydrow, do you have to pick up here to think about going for it on 4th down?
Well, I kind of have the opposite opinion here. Your offense hasn't proven a whole lot, so I think you got to be within a yard.
Brown back in the gun, has Smith, the sidecar, to his right. Low snap. Brown picks it up under pressure, and he's going to be dropped for a big loss. It's Marfink again. Barno in the backfield with him. But I think that takes all the decisions out of it here, as Union City's going to set up or bring in the punting unit.
But that's why the way the Wolverines were able to get in there, that's why Sheffield, if they're anywhere around midfield, we're going to be looking at 4-down territory.
Colby Barr back to receive the Brandon Burrows kick. Gets it away. It's low. It's short. Barr's going to let it hop and roll. Does take a Union City bounce to about the 22. And that's where Sheffield will take over for its 2nd possession of the game. And we're going to step aside for 15 seconds.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
2nd possession here for Sheffield starts at its own 22. Barr in the gun. Gives to Hayden Holden. Hayden Holden's got some room on the right side. Slips a tackle and extends.
Stephen Claycamp on the tackle.
Big gainer on 1st down for Holden. Looks like about 8 yards, maybe 9.
2nd and 1 at the 31-yard line.
And once Holden was able to turn the corner, had some green in front of him.
Yeah, he was seeing open field and just kind of barely got tripped up there right around the 31.
Looks like Barno now the sidecar to Barr's left. High snap, Barr corrals it, fakes to Barno, keeps it himself, and Barr picks up the Ty Nesta Builder Supply 1st down for Sheffield. 1st one of the game for either team.
What a read by Barr there. Faked that handoff, and then he was able to just take a step to the left and hit that hole. Very precise run up the middle for the senior quarterback.
Sheffield out to its own 37 now. Another high snap. Barr gives, not much going there.
I think you have to have a healthy mix between running up the middle and spreading out that defense. And we've seen this with Sheffield before. They get in the habit of kind of running the same play back to back or in the same area back to back, and the defenses, they're cheating.
Yeah.
And they're cheating towards the middle of the field, and they're calling out these plays, prior to the ball being snapped, and they're able to attack quickly.
Loss of 2 for Zach Barnes on that carry. Brings up a 2nd down and 12 at the 35. And Barr fakes, going to keep it himself. Has some space off left tackle. Colby Barr into the open field. Across midfield down to the Union City 46-yard line. And that's another Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down for Sheffield.
Colby Barr already with 4 carries, 34 yards, averaging 8.5 yards per carry.
And this drive being built by Ty Nesta Builder Supply with locations in Shippenville and Ty Nesta. Online, tynestabuilders.us. High snap. Barr gives to Barno. He's hit and dropped immediately. Luke Sharman in on the stop for Union City. Loss of 4 on the play takes Sheffield back to midfield. Like you said, Cody, those runs up the middle on first down now especially, you got to think Coach Barr's going to have to switch things up here a little bit.
Yeah, we're at the point in the season now where there's enough game film out there that if you don't do something extremely well, you're going to have to mix it up.
2nd and 14, give us to Holden. Holden has a blocker in front, cuts up, and then gets stopped after a short gain. Ball came out at the end, but they're going to say he was down. Gain of about 1. Makes it a 3rd and 13. When you get backed up on 3rd and long, call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning to get you moving again. Visit online, lutonsplumbing.com. Wolverines need to get down almost to the 35 to pick up the first down. Barr going to roll. He's going to keep it himself. And not much there. There is a flag down in the backfield. Our first Bruno Iorfito Wrestling Camp penalty of the game. In the vicinity of holding. And if that's the case, I would imagine Union City going to decline that. So they get Barnes on the hold, and Union City does accept the penalty. Rather have the yardage than the free down.
And maybe they're thinking if they can put Sheffield back in their own territory, they're unable to move the ball at all closer to the 50, that they'll then punt and not go for it on 4th.
4.5 to play. Generational Wealth Management first quarter, no score. Sheffield and Union City. Wolverines now with a 3rd and 23. Barr moves Barno to his right. High snap goes over Barr's head. He gathers, is under pressure, trying to escape. Gets rid of 1, now throws it up for grabs. It's tipped around and incomplete.
That's an extremely dangerous pass that could have taken a bad situation and made it exponentially worse. And that's not the first high snap we've had in this game. There have been multiple high snaps. That's just the first one that's gotten away from Barr. And it stands to reason that that's going to be a continuing problem throughout this game if Sheffield's not able to get it under wraps.
Barr's now going to go back to punt. Looks like Brown is going to return. Another high snap that Barr has to corral in. He gets the kick away. It's a decent kick, takes the Sheffield bounce. Brown picks it up at the 23 and gets out across the 30.
Well, and you got to think that Brown's thinking he's any opportunity he can have the ball in his hands and try to make a play.
So Union City about to come out for its second possession of the game. We're going to step aside for 15 seconds.
Tap and Pay Plus is fundraising for the 21st century. Nothing to sell, nothing to hand out, nothing to do other than shop like you normally do. Have everybody that you know download the Tap and Pay Plus fundraising app and use it to pay at any of our 300 plus national brand partners. Then watch the money roll in. Learn more at tapandpayplus.com.
Union City takes over at its own 32. Second possession of the game for the Bears. No score. Union City and Sheffield. Brown takes the snap, gives to Claycamp, and Claycamp lost the ball there for a second, but was able to fall on top of it. Hayden Holden in the backfield along with Marfink again. Alex Marfink has just been wreaking havoc along the defensive front so far in this one.
Yeah, and he's had a pretty strong defensive year. He leads the Wolverines in tackles with 42. He leads them in sacks with 5. Marfink is definitely a force to be reckoned with up front for Sheffield.
Approaching 3 minutes to go. Generational Wealth Management first quarter. No score. Union City and Sheffield. Bears have a 2nd and 10. Brown gives to Claycamp. Has some space. Closes after a couple yard gain, and there is another flag down in the backfield. And it is a hold against Union City. The Bruno Arafito Wrestling Camp at Port Allegheny is the best damn wrestling camp you've never heard of. June 16th through 20th, 2025. TeamBruno.org. So the penalty will back up the Bears, makes it a 2nd down and looks like about 20. High snap. Brown can't handle it. Ball is still loose. Wolverines fall on it. Big turnover is going to set Sheffield up inside the Pizza Hut red zone. You can order yourself a fresh hot pizza now online at pizzahut.com, where no one outpizzas the Hut. And another bad snap, and this time Trayshawn Dunn able to fall on it for the Wolverines, puts them 1st and goal at the 6. Golden opportunity here for Sheffield to get on the scoreboard.
Now you got to think that the Bears are going to be looking for Colby to do a rollout. I mean, that's been what's on the film. That's what's worked well for Sheffield at times. But it can't be a designed rollout. You can only do a few of those during a game. You at least have to give the illusion of a pass. So I think if Colby does roll out, they have to have a receiver or two in the corner or back of the end zone so that the defensive backs have to play off.
And we'll find out what they're going to do after this quick timeout.
Looking for affordable auto, home, and life insurance? Look no further than Allstate Insurance, the David Jones Agency in Clarion and Meadville. At the David Jones Agency, you get personalized attention from someone who lives where you do. The David Jones Agency meets you where you are. They are available during regular business hours, Monday through Friday at their office, via appointment at the office after hours, or remotely. The David Jones Agency also offers investment opportunities, including annuities and IRAs. The David Jones Agency can be reached in Clarion at 814-223-4000 and in Meadville at 814-337-5107.
We are back here on Wolverine Mountain. 2:42 to play. Generational Wealth Management first quarter. Sheffield knocking on the door, looking to capitalize on a Union City fumble. Snap went through Austin Brown's hands. Trayshawn Dunn able to fall on it. Now the Wolverines have a 1st and goal at the 6. Brian Hagberg, Cody Elms with you on the YDL Sports Network. Big thank you to Shauna Elms for running the camera for us today. We appreciate that very much.
Yeah, she's all right.
Barr in the gun. High snap. Fakes to Holden, and Barr walks into the end zone for the Sheffield touchdown. 6 yards on the run for Barr, and the Wolverines are on the board. And with that score, congratulations to Heather Woderson. She's won herself a $75 gift certificate to Rocket Detailing. Isaac Hammerbeck on for the PAT. Kick is up, but goes wide to the left. 2:37 to go. Generational Wealth Management first quarter. Sheffield leads Union City 6-0. If you're looking to enhance your current skills or gain an entirely new skill set, now is the time to register for classes at the Warren Forest High Ed Council. For 40 years, the Warren Forest High Ed Council has been providing education services in Warren and Forest County. The November 2024 schedule includes creating a holiday brunch, generating a resume using AI, first aid, AED, and CPR training. Apologize for that little tech glitch there. Translated as my finger got a little twitchy on the commercials, but the Bears are ready to come out and receive the kickoff after the Colby Barr 6-yard run. One play after Sheffield recovered a fumble. And now it'll be Hammerbeck to kick off for the Wolverines. Brown and Claycamp back deep to receive for the Bears. And those are the kind of things, Cody, with an offense that's been struggling as much as Union City's has this season. They scored just 28 points on the year. Kick rolls. Taken by Smith, and he's out across the 30.
Well, your offense struggles, and then you make a mistake, and the opposing team takes advantage of that mistake. And now, you're going to try to come out and make up for that mistake. And I think that's a bad cycle that struggling offenses get into, is then they start trying too hard, and then they make more mistakes, and it's just kind of a never-ending thing. And by you get to a point in the game where you're just kind of defeated, and that's how it can really spiral out to a 40-0 game like Union City's seen multiple times this year.
So now the Bears take over. We got a stoppage, officials timeout. Not sure what
issue with the chain game.
Yes, good spot there. I wasn't looking across the field. I've got to reset the chains here. 2.5 to play. Generational Wealth Management first quarter. Sheffield leading Union City 6-0. Bears at their own 33. Brown fires. He got a completion, and then shaking a tackle is Aiden Schumann. And he will have Union City's first Nesta Builder Supply first down of the ball game.
Tackled by Trayshawn Dunn. First down, Union City to the 46.
Get out to the Sheffield 46. And that's, again, when you're kind of struggling to get things going, those quick little passes, easy completions for your quarterback can really help get the offense moving.
Yeah, we've talked about it in many games that we have covered over the years, that if you want rhythm, you got to go short. You got to go quick. You got to go simple.
First and 10, Brown under center. Gives to Claycamp. Claycamp turns the corner on the left side. Looking for a block. Claycamp with a big run for Union City, trying to respond.
You wonder if the Bears coaching staff have seen something here in the first couple series that the Wolverines defense is doing, where they're now seeing some opportunities in the middle of that defense. They threw that pop pass to start this drive. Then they have a run right up the middle here that's successful. They have found a possible weakness in Sheffield's defense.
Nesta Builder Supply first down at the Sheffield 27. And Brown gets to Claycamp. This time he's swarmed again. Marfink in there for Sheffield, along with Trayshawn Dunn. And it's another tackle for loss for Marfink. 2 steps forward, 1 step back for the Bears.
Stephen Claycamp with 14 yards so far here in the first quarter. Leading rusher for Union City.
2nd and 13 for the Bears. Brown fakes to Claycamp, going to keep it himself. Nothing there. He avoided Holden in the backfield and then got swarmed by Kyler. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 12. It's a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning 3rd down for the Bears. I think this is obvious 4-down territory unless you suffer a big loss here. Any kind of positive gain
Yeah, really the only thing I could see here is like if a high snap, something like that scenario that we saw with Barr on their previous drive, they were down on this side of the field. I think you got to go for it.
Two receivers near side for Brown. Smith, the lone back. Quick pass again. High caught. Not going to be enough for the first down as Schumann was on the catch again, his second reception of the drive. And that is going to be the final play. We head to the second quarter. Your score, Sheffield 6, Union City nothing. Bears trying to respond. It's Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com.
Excellence, teamwork, responsibility. Those are the foundations on which Phoenix Sintered Metals in Brockway is built. Phoenix is a Verischetti family-owned powder metal manufacturer committed to being an industry leader through excellence, innovation, and continuous improvement. Phoenix emphasizes employee teamwork as well as responsibility to the community. Like any team striving to be the best it can be, it knows that hard work and perseverance pay off. It's the start of the Verischetti Holdings second quarter, and Bertina Merchesny is today's second quarter contestant. Bertina's already won a free car wash at the Zip Zap Car Wash. If the Wolverines score a touchdown during the second quarter, she'll win a $75 gift certificate to Rocket Detailing. To participate, go to rocketdetails.com. Fourth down for the Bears to start the Verischetti Holdings second quarter. And from our vantage point, that spot looks like it'll be enough. And it is a Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down for Union City.
First down at the 17-yard line. Stretching the 18.
And the Bears are now in the Pizza Hut red zone. Still time for you to order fresh hot pizza now online, pizzahut.com, where no one out pizzas the Hut. Our second quarter this afternoon brought to you by Verischetti Holdings. Companies within the Verischetti Holdings Group include Phoenix Sintered Metals, Superior Energy Resources, Allegheny Electric Service, and Verischetti & Son Incorporated. Find out more at verischettiholdings.com. And Brown is going to be hit. It's Alex Marfink again, flying into the backfield and dropping Brown for, looks like a 5, maybe a 6-yard loss on the play. We'll make it second and 16. And Alex Marfink having himself a whale of a ball game.
Yeah, right now Union City has no answer for him. He's kind of working at will there in the front of the defense for the Wolverines.
Second down and 16 now for Union City. Give this to Claycamp. Claycamp finds some space. Claycamp into the clear, and he's going to score. Stephen Claycamp goes 24 yards for the Bears touchdown. Now Union City with a chance to take the lead with an extra point. And will be Fakiri coming in to kick. We saw him have to get help to the sideline in the first quarter. He is back out there to attempt this extra point and give Union City the lead.
Fakiri to attempt the point after.
Good snap, good hold. Kick is going to be well short and no good. So with 10.5 to go in the Verischetti Holdings second quarter, Sheffield Union City knotted up at 6. Excellence, teamwork, responsibility. Those are the foundations on which Phoenix Sintered Metals in Brockway is built. Phoenix is a Verischetti family-owned powder metal manufacturer committed to being an industry leader through excellence, innovation, and continuous improvement. Phoenix emphasizes employee teamwork as well as responsibility to the community. Like any team striving to be the best it can be, it knows that hard work and perseverance pay off.
22 years of the best wrestling camp you've never heard of. That's the Bruno Alfredo Wrestling Camp, which will be held June 16th to the 20th, 2025 in Port Allegany, PA, and will feature a star-studded lineup of clinicians. And don't forget about the blowout picnic to close out the festivities. It's legendary. Find out more at teambruno.org and like them on Facebook. We'll see you in June in Port Allegany, PA.
Stephen Claycamp with a 24-yard run has tied this one up 6 apiece. A little over 10 and a half to go in the Verischetti Holdings second quarter, and it is not going to be Fakiri doing the kicking here. Brandon Burrows now going to kick for the Bears.
Yeah, Claycamp with 7 carries, 41 yards, that touchdown, a couple of first downs, averaging almost 6 yards per carry.
Short kick taken at the 35 and out across midfield on the return. That was done on the return. And sets the Wolverines up in Union City territory at the 49.
Colby Barr just has 1 pass attempt so far here in the first half. If I'm Sheffield right now, maybe I take a shot, maybe not a deep shot, 30, 40 yards down the field, but maybe I take a shot in the air and try to spread out this defense a little bit and give your running backs and Barr himself a little bit of ease when running the ball.
Timeout on the field as there is an injured Bear on the far side, and that looks like Claycamp. It looks like maybe just cramping up there, and who could blame him after the load that he's carried so far in the first half. And already he's up on his feet, but Bears can ill afford to have him out of the game for long.
Yeah, Claycamp's on that sideline working his legs a little bit.
And it's been cool most of the week, but pretty warm one up on the mountain today.
It's a little toasty, I'm sure, under the sun. Fall foliage starting on the hillside there.
Sheffield starting at the Union City 49, Barr in the gun. High snap, gets it to Barno. Barno picks up a block, turns the corner down the sideline, cuts back inside, and big carry for Barno down to the 30, 19-yard pickup for Barno. And that's the Tinesta Builder Supply first down for Sheffield.
And those high snaps, though, they're delaying the handoff by just about a half a second. But that seems to be enough to allow the Bears defense to get a read on what's going on. And I think they're seeing those running backs kind of delay for that half a second before they get that ball. Sheffield has to get the high snaps under control.
And movement, yeah, they're going to stop this one. Bruno Arafito Wrestling Camp penalty is a false start against the Wolverines.
It's their second penalty.
So that'll make it a first down and 15. And Barr will have Holden sidecar to his right. Wyatt Newark split to the near side. Give us to Holden. Holden's got a hole and a blocker in front. Gets that penalty yardage back plus a couple more. Holden cut that up midfield. If he'd have kept going towards the sideline there, he might have had himself 6.
Yeah, it's always easy for us up here to read the field, but you're absolutely right. He cut it upfield, and if he'd have taken more of maybe a 45-degree angle there, there wouldn't have been anybody in front of him.
7-yard pickup makes it second down and 8 at the 28. Barno back in the backfield. And another high snap. This one goes over Barr's head, and he's just going to have to fall on it. But that's going to be, looks like about a 13-yard loss. Make it 12. They'll put it right back on the 40.
And that's what I was talking about before the game. You know, you're taking one step forward, and then you're taking multiple steps backwards here. Now you're sitting at the 40-yard line where, you know, you were at the 28. You were closing in on getting in the red zone, and now you're going to be fighting for an opportunity to go for it on 4th down.
And now it's a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning 3rd down and 20. And another high snap. Barr under pressure immediately. And he's going to get run out of bounds. Maybe a gain of a yard. And that'll make it 4th and 19. And what do you do here if you're Mike Barr? I mean, you're kind of in no man's land here at the 39.
You can't get a first down. You're not close to the end zone. I think you punt it. I think you pin Union City back, and you count on Marfink to lead your defense to hold them to that side of the field.
But they are going to leave the offense out there. It looks like they're going to go for it on this 4th and 19. Barno, the sidecar to Barr's right. Newark split near side. And Barr rolls left, dumps it off to Barno, makes the reception. Evades a tackle, and Barno is into the clear, and he's got the first down and then some. Darrell Barno down inside the 10.
What do I know?
Huge gain on 4th and 19. The Wolverines get the Tionesta Builder Supply first down. And they are back inside the Pizza Hut red zone. 1st and goal from the 8. And just a little dump off screen. And that was what you thought they were going to run earlier, Cody. They took the shot downfield instead. And this time they ran that little screen, and it paid big dividends.
Absolutely. Yeah, when the defense is crowding that middle and they're rushing your quarterback because they know he's a mobile quarterback, play that to your advantage.
Barr gives to Holden. Holden looking to turn the corner. Gets around Clay Camp, and Holden is into the end zone for the Sheffield touchdown. The official on the goal line was thinking about making me eat my words there.
He was.
A little delayed reaction on that call.
Hey, let's hope he's listening to our broadcast.
But it is an 8-yard touchdown run for Hayden Holden. And Sheffield back in front. I think maybe they'll go for 2 here. Marfink and Holden in the backfield with Barr. And a flag as Barr's going to turn the corner and pitch it to Brownhouse. But that is a Bruno Iorfito wrestling camp penalty against Sheffield. They're going to back him up 5 and make them do it again. And Sheffield's going to take a timeout. We're going to take it with them. This is Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network. Founded in 1978 and headquartered in Warren, Pennsylvania General Energy has become a leading oil and natural gas producer in the Appalachian Basin. PGE is a proud and growing organization making positive contributions to the region's economy and environment. We are equally proud of our commitment to safety and environmental programs. PGE is a strong, family-oriented company that believes in giving back to the communities in which we live, work, and play. PGE, producing the energy we need, protecting the environment we treasure. Back here at Sheffield, an 8-yard Hayden Holden run has the Wolverines in front 12-6. A penalty on the 2-point conversion wipes those 2 points off the board. The Wolverines are going to try it again here after getting backed up 5 yards. And the Wolverines come out in the same formation. Marfink, Brownhouse, Holden in the backfield, Barr under center. And Barr's going to keep it himself. He's got an open lane. Colby Barr diving for the end zone. Did he get there? He did. Barr on the 2-point conversion. And Sheffield leads Union City 14-6, 7:33 to go. Verischetti Holdings Group's second quarter. It's Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network. Hayden Holden with an 8-yard run and Colby Barr with a 7-yard 2-point conversion run has Sheffield in front of Union City 14-6, 7:33 to go. Verischetti Holdings Group second quarter here from Wolverine Mountain. Brian Hagberg, Cody Elms with you on the YDL Sports Network. High school football on the YDL Sports Network presented by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, where you come for the food and stay for the view. AlleghenyGrill.com.
Yeah, and that drive there was important for Sheffield because they got those couple steps backwards like we talked about.
Short kick taken at the 30. And only about a 6-yard return there by Logan Slaney.
They were able to overcome a deficit there and still put the ball in the end zone at the end of that drive. And I think that's very important when it comes to team morale and continuing this game on a positive note.
So the Bears will take over at their own 35, trailing 14-6.
Now, if I'm the Wolverines defense right now, I am coming after the Bears. I don't want to leave this be a one-score game. I want to go after them with everything I got on defense and just shut this offense down right here and have good field position to end the half.
Smith, the up man, Clay Camp dots the I. And to give us a Clay Camp, he's hit and wrapped up in the backfield. And guess who?
Marfink.
Alex Marfink.
Yes.
Again. He's got to be up to at least a half dozen tackles for loss here just in the first half.
Has to be.
Oh, they did get him back to the line of scrimmage, so that wasn't a tackle for loss, but no gain on the play makes it 2nd down and 10. And I'm sure I don't want to step on your toes here in the halftime show coming up, but the adjustment's got to be for the Union City offense to find an answer for Alex Marfink.
Yeah, stop him at all costs because your offense can't function consistently with him doing what he's been doing so far.
Brown in the gun, 2nd and 10. Brown's going to keep it himself, wiggles his way through traffic, pushes the pile a little bit, and gains 5 yards, though there is a penalty flag down on the far side of the field. And it looks like this one is going to be one of the Wolverines lining up in the neutral zone. We'll see if Union City wants to keep the play or maintain the down here.
I don't think the yardage is really going to be a question. It looks like that's going to be about the same.
And so it is a 5-yard penalty against the Wolverines. And the official now officially going back to the line of scrimmage to measure out that 5 yards.
The carry was 5 yards and the penalty is 5 yards.
But they maintain the down. So
yes.
2nd down and 5 now instead of 3rd down and 4.
The Wolverines' 4th penalty so far this half.
2 receivers to each side. Clay Camp in the backfield. Brown under center. Gives to Clay Camp. Clay Camp has a hole. This time he's out across the 45 and has a Ty Nesta Builder Supply 1st down for the Bears to midfield.
1st down, Union City to the 50.
First and 10 from the 50 now for Union City. We're under 6 minutes to go. Verischetti Holdings second quarter. Today's game also being brought to you in part by the Warren Forest Higher Education Council. Find out how they can help you take the next step at high-ed.com. And Brown in the gun now. Fumbles the snap and falls on it. Second time we've seen a fumbled snap from Union City. This time Brown able to fall on it, but it is a loss of 5 back to the 45.
Yeah, and Brown coming into this game had over 600 yards rushing, and right now he's in the negatives, and a lot of that it can be contributed to some snap issues.
Second and 15. Now from the Union City 45. Give us to Claycamp right up the middle, and there he is again. Marfink, the first one to get to him, gets cleaned up by Holden Kyler and a host of others.
Yeah, I think the Wolverines are reading these plays so well that on some of them they're actually pursuing before the play unfolds, and it's putting them behind the play as Claycamp runs up. There, they were right on time.
There's a 3rd and 13 coming up for Union City. When you get backed up on 3rd and long, call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning to get you moving again. Online, lutonsplumbing.com.
Claycamp with 10 carries, 53 yards so far in the game.
Approaching 4 minutes to go in the Varskety Holdings second quarter. We're going to get false start on Union City. I wondered if they were going to call that. I saw it looked like the left guard kind of snapped his head up real quick. And they did get Kyle Ploss on the false start. Just that quick head snap now makes it 3rd and 18. Thought we might get a 3rd and Ludlow on that one from from Chuck.
I think it has to be over 20 for that to be.
For those unaware, they had youth football up here on Wolverine Mountain for a time, and great public address announcer Chuck Demko here does all the Sheffield home games and was having some fun with some of the younger kids on some of those 3rd and longs. Brown going to keep it himself, and Marfink almost had him in the backfield. Now Brown's got a whole lot of room. He's going to be close to the first down.
And I think he's going to get it.
See where they mark him out of bounds. If they put him at the 40, that is going to be a Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down. 18-yard gain for Brown after shaking Marfink's tackle attempt in the backfield. And just like Sheffield had on the 4th down on this previous possession, Union City converts a 3rd and long here to keep this drive alive. And the Bears will get the ball to start the second half as we're under 3 minutes to go. Varskety Holdings second quarter. Give us to Claycamp. Claycamp squirts through the line and has another Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down for Union City.
Another Union City first down.
This drive being built by Ty Nesta Builder Supply with locations in Shippenville and Ty Nesta online at tynestabuilders.us.
Yeah, and if I'm Mike Barr here, I consider maybe, and it doesn't look like he's going to do it, but I consider maybe taking a timeout, regrouping your guys. You're probably not going to get the ball back, and if you do, I don't know how much time is going to be left. But I would take a timeout here and just get your guys focused and zeroed in. That's 2 big runs they've given up back to back.
Give to Claycamp. Going to try the left side. Gains a couple.
Claycamp. Tackled by Hayden Holden. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
He gets second down and 8 at the Sheffield 24 as we're under 2 minutes to go. Varskety Holdings second quarter.
And Union City doing a balancing act of not wanting to run out of time, but also they don't want to leave any significant time on the clock for Sheffield.
Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. Toss to Claycamp. Picks up a blocker off the left side. Gets around to tackle. Stays on his feet before finally being pushed out of bounds. Down around the 5 as the Bears are back in the Pizza Hut red zone. Time for you to order Fresh Out Pizza now online at pizzahut.com, where no one out pizzas the Hut. First and goal for the Bears at the 5. Brown in the gun. High snap. Brown corrals it in. Had an opening there for a second, but it closed quickly. Gained maybe a yard, though. It'll be second and goal, and now we're going to have a timeout taken for an injured Bear. And looks like there's a Wolverine slow to get up as well. Injured Bear looks like Sharman, while Zach Barnes was holding his hand or wrist for the Wolverines. If you're looking to enhance your current skills or gain an entirely new skill set, now is the time to register for classes at the Warren Forest High Ed Council. For 40 years, the Warren Forest High Ed Council has been providing education services in Warren and Forest County. The November 2024 schedule includes creating a holiday brunch, generating a resume using AI, first aid, AED, and CPR training, and online workforce training classes. Go to high-ed.org or call 814-723-3222 to register. Second and goal from the 4 coming up for the Bears. Sharman able to get up and walk off under his own power. We're approaching a minute left here in the first half. Union City trying to tie things up. Give is to Claycamp. He's close and in for the Union City touchdown.
Union City.
Second of the day for Claycamp. This one from 4 yards out.
That puts Claycamp with 92 yards on 14 carries, the 2 scores, 5 first downs, averaging 6.5 a carry, all in the first half.
Yeah, Bears now going to go for 2, looking for the tie. Give to Claycamp again. He's met at the goal line. Did he get there? He did not. The Wolverines stopped him short. Big stop there for the Sheffield defense as the Wolverines maintain the lead 14-12. This is Allegheny Grill of Foxborough High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695.
A 4-yard Stephen Claycamp run brings Union City closer, but the Sheffield defense stopped Claycamp on the 2-point attempt and maintains a 14-12 lead. A minute to go here in the Veriskety Holdings second quarter. Burrows getting set to kick for the Bears. Brownhouse and Holden deep to receive for the Wolverines. Short kick. Holden takes it at the 30. Tried to squeeze his way through, but gets ripped down at the 42.
So, Brian, from the information that I have, coming into this game, Clay Camp has 7 yards rushing and no touchdowns. So a heck of a game for Stephen Clay Camp so far today.
So Sheffield will take over at its own, well, they mark them at the 43 with under a minute to go, 56 seconds left on the game clock, 56.2 officially on the game clock here. We'll see how aggressive the Wolverines try to be in this final minute. High snap. Barr fires downfield looking for Brownhouse. He makes the catch. What a grab by Sayer Brownhouse. And a big play on first down gets Sheffield into Union City territory. It's a Tynesta Builder Supply first down at the Union City 42. You can see on that snap, Barr anticipating the high snap, and this one's going to be a false start. Look like Brownhouse maybe got started a little early there. Brownhouse liked liked how that reception felt. Wanted to get going, take a chance down the sideline. But
yeah, you get that energy going. But when you have less than a minute to go, those are big mistakes. You got to keep your focus.
So the Bruno Iarfito Wrestling Camp penalty backs Sheffield up 5, makes it 1st and 15. Barr looking to throw, dumps it off for Holden. Holden's got it, picks up a block, but he gets wrestled down at the 40. Good open field tackle there by Aiden Schumann. If Holden had been able to get around Schumann, there was nobody left for the Union City defense. As Sheffield takes its second timeout with 36.5 officially on the game clock. And Cody, I kind of touched on it briefly, but something that I've noticed with Barr in the gun on this drive, he's taken a step back as soon as he calls for the snap, kind of anticipating that the ball's going to go high and giving himself a chance to get under it as opposed to trying to jump for it.
Yeah, you got to remedy the problem one way or another. And if you can't fix your center, which is a difficult thing to do, is to work on your center to change what he's been doing all year as a quarterback. Try to mitigate that as best you can. And if that means he takes a half a step or a step back, gets that ball in a better position and is able to get the pass off or get the handoff quicker, if it works, go with it.
2nd and 8. Barr under pressure, rolling and stumbles, throws the ball away as he's going to the ground. Was there a receiver? No, that's going to be intentional grounding. Man, Mike Barr's trying to say that there was a back or somebody right in the vicinity, and officials not going for it. And that is a big one, as that comes with a loss of down. So they're going to back up 5, and it'll be 3rd and long.
Third down, 23 at the 45.
So there's a 3rd and 23. When you get backed up on 3rd and long, call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning and get you moving again online, lutonsplumbing.com. Barr back to pass. And now he's got some space in front. Colby Barr makes a move, picks up a block. Barr still on his feet down the sideline. And Clay Camp gets him just outside the 20. And Mike Barr's on the sideline here calling for a timeout, trying to get somebody's attention.
Now, what a play by a heads-up play by Barr to just see that hole and take it and go. Because at that point, what other options do you have? I mean, you're running at a time, you're looking at 3rd and 23, so you got to pick up those 23 yards one way or another.
Final timeout of the half for Sheffield. They are in just outside the Pizza Hut red zone at the 21 with officially 11.8 on the game clock on the scoreboard. So you got time here for maybe 2 shots in the end zone or something quick to the sideline.
You got time for it, but you don't. You know what you don't have time for is a high snap, is a bobbled snap, is a rollout.
Yeah.
If you're going to roll out, that's probably going to be the only play you run. Because, and I say that because if Barr's under pressure, he may just try to take it himself, and if he doesn't get in the end zone, there's a whole bunch of scenarios we could go down. But yeah, I think their best bet right here is kind of to mimic what Union City has done with a couple of successful pop passes in the middle of the field. Get something quick and see what you got. And key is if you throw the ball and you're near the sideline and you're not going to make it to the end zone, get out of bounds.
Yep. So 11.8 seconds left officially on the game clock. 1st and 10 at the 21 for Sheffield. They give to Holden, reverse to Brownhouse. Brownhouse has Barr wide open. He doesn't throw it. Brownhouse going to keep it himself. Barr gives him a block, and Brownhouse into the end zone for the touchdown.
And Brownhouse, he thought about it and hesitated. And I'll tell you, if you're not confident in your ability to throw that ball, don't throw it, because turning it over there is going to be detrimental. You just sooner go to the half, up 20-12, turning the ball over on downs or the end of their time running out.
And that this 2-point conversion coming up will be the final play of the first half. Huge drive with a minute to go for Sheffield. They get it in the end zone. Brownhouse on the 21-yard on the reverse. And Barr with a key block to get him into the end zone. Barr now keeps it himself, cuts up field, and he's in for the 2-point conversion. So we head to the half. Your score, Sheffield 22, Union City 12. We'll be back with the Tap and Pay Plus halftime show. It is Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Located at 16 West Main Street in Youngsville, Cam's Logging Supplies and Outdoor Wear's goal is to provide customers in Warren County with logging supplies, boots, and clothing at a reasonable price and within a short distance from home. We also offer so much more, including indoor golf and axe throwing, games of chance, and local pool leagues. If there's something you want and we don't have it, let us know and we will be happy to try and find it for you. At Cam's, we also sell hunting and fishing licenses and look forward to serving you. Give us a call today at 814-688-3146. Stop in and see us or visit us online at camsloggingsupplies.com.
Founded in 1978 and headquartered in Warren, Pennsylvania General Energy has become a leading oil and natural gas producer in the Appalachian Basin. PGE is a proud and growing organization making positive contributions to the region's economy and environment. We are equally proud of our commitment to safety and environmental programs. PGE is a strong, family-oriented company that believes in giving back to the communities in which we live, work, and play. PGE, producing the energy we need, protecting the environment we treasure.
With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tonesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tonestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
If you're looking to enhance your current skills or gain an entirely new skill set, now is the time to register for classes at the Warren Forest High Ed Council. For 40 years, the Warren Forest High Ed Council has been providing education services in Warren and Forest County. The November 2024 schedule includes creating a holiday brunch, generating a resume using AI, first aid, AED, and CPR training, and online workforce training classes. Go to high-ed.org or call 814-723-3222 to register.
Advisor and coach.
Yeah, welcome into the Tap and Pay Plus halftime show. Your score at the half: Sheffield 22, Union City 12. The Wolverines on the final play of the first half get a 21-yard touchdown run from Sayer Brownhouse. Barr runs in the 2-point conversion. And again, your score at the half: Sheffield 22, Union City 12. Bears will get the ball to start the second half. Tap and Pay Plus is fundraising made easy. Earn more funds in less time with nothing to sell, hand out, or collect. Find out more at tapandpayplus.com. That's tap, the letter N, payplus.com. Let's take a look now at our halftime stats brought to you by Janie Montgomery Scott and Clarion. No matter where you are in life, just starting out in your peak earning years, nearing retirement, or contemplating your legacy, we are here for you. When you work with us, it's about going beyond investing. It's about connecting your life and your finances. JanieClarion.com.
Thanks, Brian. We'll start with the Bears. They have 22 total offensive plays, 118 total offensive yards, 22 of those in the air, 96 on the ground, averaging 5.4 yards per play. One of those plays is over 20 yards, 7 first downs, a couple of fumbles for the Bears due to high snaps. They have 2 penalties for 15 yards. Individually, Austin Brown with 6 carries and 4 yards, and Stephen Claycamp with 14 carries, 92 yards, and 2 touchdowns, 5 first downs, and 6.5 average yards per carry. Austin Brown is 2 for 2 passing with 22 yards, and those 2 passes went to Aiden Schumann. Both of those little pop passes in the middle of the field. On the Sheffield side of things, they have ran 21 plays. They have 163 total offensive yards, 43 in the air, 120 on the ground. They're averaging about 2.4 yards per play more than the Bears at 7.8. And 7 first downs. The Wolverines have had a couple of fumbles. Alex Marfink with those 2 big sacks in the first half. And really the biggest blemish on the Sheffield's team stats are 6 penalties for 35 yards. Individually, Colby Barr, 8 carries, 63 yards. He has a touchdown. He's averaging almost 8 yards per carry. Hayden Holden with 4 carries, 25 yards. And he also has a score. And then Brownhouse with 1 carry, 21 yards to end the half with that score there. Colby Barr is 3 for 4 with 43 yards in the air, a couple of first downs. And Brownhouse has 1 reception for 15 yards, and Barno has 1 reception for 21 yards.
Those were our halftime stats brought to you by Janie Montgomery and Scott in Clarion. Visit them online, JanieClarion.com. Let's take a look now at our Hunter Station Golf Club scoring summary. You can score a great round of golf at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tionesta or online at HunterStation.com.
Well, the game started a little slow until Sheffield was able to put the first points of the game on the board at 2:36 in the first quarter. The Wolverines recovered a high snap fumble at the 6, and Colby Barr faked a Hayden Holden on the first play and trotted in for the Sheffield touchdown. In the second quarter at 10:30, after a Marfink sack on Austin Brown to put the Bears out of the red zone, Stephen Claycamp takes it to the house, 24 yards to tie the game up at 6. And then later on in the second at 7:33 on 4th and 19 from the Union City 39, Barr hits Barno for a short pass that Barno then takes down to the 8-yard line where Hayden Holden would run in for the score to put Sheffield up 14-6 due to a Colby Barr 2-point conversion. At 1:03 in the second quarter, Stephen Claycamp takes it in from the 4, ending a 6-minute and 30-second drive to pull within 2 points of the Wolverines, 14-12. But then Sheffield getting the ball back with just over a minute to go. It was Hayden Holden taking the handoff from Colby Barr, who then gives to Sayer Brownhouse on the reverse, and Brownhouse foregoes the pass to Colby Barr, who then went to block for Brownhouse, who ran it in 21 yards to put Sheffield up 22-12. Colby Barr did get the 2-point conversion on that as well.
That is your Hunter Station Golf Club scoring summary, hunterstation.com. And Cody, I do want to mention, we kind of touched on it a little bit, but that block that Colby Barr set up, he hesitated for just a second. And that was key for a couple of reasons. One, it gave him the block to spring Brownhouse for this final couple of yards.
Mm-hmm.
But two, allowed him to avoid a block in the back. I mean, if he'd have just run right up and thrown that block at the way both those players were going at that time, clearly would have been a block in the back. Barr hesitates for just a second, allows the defender to turn, gets a clean block, and gets Brownhouse into the end zone.
It'll be interesting to ask him whether he's up here or we can ask him down on the field at some point after the game. I'm personally curious if that was intentional hesitation or it just happened that way. But either way, it worked out perfectly for the Wolverines. They have a 10-point lead, and I got to think they're feeling pretty good coming into the second half.
Well, and again, and we talked about this is, it's an emotional day for a lot of folks here in Sheffield. And so far on the field, the Wolverines have done a fairly good job of containing that emotion, haven't allowed things to kind of get out of hand one way or the other. They've got to find a way to continue to contain that emotion throughout the second half if they're going to come away with a win here on possibly their final home game ever.
I think coming out in the second half and stopping the Bears on their first drive and being able to then go down and score again, give yourself a nice cushion. And then if there's a little bit of emotion overtaking you in the second half, you have some padding in the score to mess up, let's say. Let's hope they don't, but, to mess up a little bit, you got a little forgiveness there because it's hard. These are kids. We view this as very fit and active middle-aged men, but we got to remember these are kids, and for them to fully understand what's going on, it's been kind of repeated ad nauseum throughout this season. This is your final this is your final that. It's a lot of pressure because they know that there's people that have been coming up to Wolverine Mountain for decades that are going to want them to walk away with a win, to walk away on a good note. And so for these kids to undertake that and be as well composed as they have been in the first half, if they let a little bit of emotion get a hold of them in the second half, I think they'll be all right. But so far, Mike Barr has these kids zeroed in. High snaps seem to be the only issue.
We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more of the Tap and Pay Plus halftime show. Sheffield leading Union City 22-12. Allegheny Grill at Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network. If you're ready to buy or sell your home, then stop in at 4234 Market Street to let one of the agents at Howard Hanna Professionals help. Our friendly and knowledgeable agents can help you find the key to your dream home. Looking for a new career? Howard Hanna Professionals can help there too. Howard Hanna Professionals will assist new and experienced agents with the startup fees for an exciting career in real estate. Call Katrina Laurie at 814-726-2000 for more information.
You've got dreams. Might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
Allegheny Electric Service of St. Mary's has been providing industrial and commercial electrical solutions for over 35 years. They offer complete design, build, installation, and maintenance of automated systems for a variety of industries. Allegheny Electric designs and installs wiring and lighting for any size project, big or small. And when you find yourself in a jam, they'll get your machine or facility back up and running in no time. Call Allegheny Electric Service at 814-781-1940 or visit AlleghenyElectric.com.
Have a fender bender? Weekend Mender at Park Avenue Motor Car. Bring your vehicle to Ron and the crew at Park Avenue Motor Car, 7 South Carver Street in Warren, or call 814-726-9728. Park Avenue Motor Car, proudly serving Warren County for 30 years.
Looking for affordable auto, home, and life insurance? Look no further than Allstate Insurance, the David Jones Agency in Clarion and Meadville. At the David Jones Agency, you get personalized attention from someone who lives where you do. The David Jones Agency meets you where you are. They are available during regular business hours Monday through Friday at their office, via appointment at the office after hours, or remotely. The David Jones Agency also offers investment opportunities, including annuities and IRAs. The David Jones Agency can be reached in Clarion at 814-223-4000 and in Meadville at 814-337-5107.
Yeah, we are back here on Wolverine Mountain, the Tap and Pay Plus halftime show. Tap and Pay Plus is fundraising made easy. Earn more funds in less time with nothing to sell, hand out, or collect. Find out more. Tap and Pay Plus. That's tap the letter N, payplus.com. Your score at the half: Sheffield 22, Union City 12. Brian Hagberg, Cody Elms with you on the YDL Sports Network. Our game this afternoon also being brought to you in part by the Warren Forest Higher Education Council. Find out how they can help you take the next step at high-ed.com. Forgot if they were a .com or a .org there for a second.
.something.
.something, yeah, .something. No, appreciate all of our sponsors helping us bring you all the action here on this Saturday afternoon as the Wolverines are making their way back out of the locker room. And, you know, one of the things, Cody, that maybe doesn't get talked about very often, Union City didn't go anywhere. They just sat in the end zone for the whole halftime. But you got to think that's got to be, you know, kind of wearing on you a little bit. You're sitting out in the sun. You've already played a half of football. Sun's beating down on you. I mean, yes, you get some water, get to relax a little bit, but still, I mean, you're not inside. You're not cooling off. You're just kind of out in it. And we'll see if that has an impact on Union City here in the second half.
Yeah, I would think that I would want to at least go somewhere where it's shady and like you said, get out of the sun, because it's not an overwhelmingly hot day, but that sun really wears on. I don't know about these guys, but I know personally the sunlight with my eyes starts to really drain me.
Well, that's, you know, you're getting a little bit older now.
Age.
And
yeah, I understand that part too. But, you know, and maybe Union City just wanted to take in the view.
It is, you know, arguably the best view in all of District 9, maybe all of District 9 and District 10. Very hard to compete. I was talking to Coach Mike Barr before the game, and he'd mentioned to our good friend Pro Time from the PA Football News was here and talked about the view and the scenery, and Mike said something about the fall foliage, and I said, yeah, you know, if this had been next week, that entire hillside would just be lit up with vibrant colors, and when that happens, oh my goodness, just really, really tough to compete with this view.
Yeah, it certainly is, and we've seen a number of them. To be honest with you, Brian, one of the schools that I would say is right up there. When I traveled down to Bucktail for the first time, they have an incredible field location, good view, no cell service, but good view. Good view. That was a good area to cover a football game as well.
Well, you know, and I'll tell you what, we were at Smethport for a short time and another one.
Oh, there's good sunset there.
Yeah, great sunset. Montauk's got one too, because you're up the way their field is, because it's down in a bowl. You're up kind of on the side of that hill there, and you get a nice view out there.
Those are those little memories I was talking about, where you nobody would ever think that those would be the things you think about, but we've been fortunate enough to cover a number of games in good locations, and I'll be honest, I haven't seen a bad field yet.
Yeah. With that, we're going to take a look at the Rehab Center second half adjustments with 8 locations to serve you, including in Clarion, Brookville, and containing the Rehab Center. Will always make the right adjustments. The Rehab Center, chiropractors caring for health. Visit them online, therehabcenters.com. That's center spelled the old English way with an R. Yes.
We touched on it in the first half. You had brought it up. The Bears have got to find an answer to Marfink. He's too disruptive in their backfield. He's too disruptive at the line of scrimmage. They got to zero in on him and try to shut him down or run plays away from him, and find a way to get some consistency. And I don't think they get consistency without taking Marfink out of the game for the most part. On the Sheffield side, kind of keep doing what you're doing. They have a number of penalties that are posing to be a problem in those high snaps. So it's mistakes. They need to zero in on their mistakes and try to clean up their game, both penalties and potential turnovers. They're lucky that these high snaps are not resulting in more fumbles and more turnovers. But that's not to say that won't happen in the second half. So try to temper that down a little bit, and maybe that's playing off of emotions as well.
And we saw at the end of the half that last offensive possession that Union City had, the way they were getting Claycamp the ball.
Mm-hmm.
He was able to escape Marfink a couple of times in the backfield, but really they were running away from him and kind of taking him, even though he was in the backfield, the play was away from him. He just wasn't able to make the tackle back there and allowed them to get down the field and score.
Yeah, see how you fare against the other 10 guys, because you know how you fare against Marfink.
That will do it for the Tap and Pay Plus halftime show. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, third quarter action, the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
If you're ready to buy or sell your home, then stop in at 4234 Market Street to let one of the agents at Howard Hanna Professionals help. Our friendly and knowledgeable agents can help you find the key to your dream home. Looking for a new career? Howard Hanna Professionals can help there too. Howard Hanna Professionals will assist new and experienced agents with the startup fees for an exciting career in real estate. Call Katrina Laurie at 814-726-2000 for more information.
Here at Casella, we make temporary dumpster rental easy, offering services that are perfect for construction, remodeling, special events, or other short-term projects. Casella dumpsters are available in a wide range of sizes to fit any job. Our dedicated customer service team will help you choose the right size container and service level for your project and schedule hassle-free removal based on your specific needs. The right size dumpster, when you want it, where you want it, removed when you say so.
It is the start of a new quarter, and Tony Richards is today's third quarter contestant. Tony has already won a free car wash at the Zip Zap Car Wash. If the Wolverines score a touchdown during the third quarter, Tony will win a $75 gift certificate to Rocket Detailing. To participate, go to rocketdetails.com. We're 2 for 2 so far here this afternoon. Cody, Heather Woderson, Bertina McChesney already got themselves a $75 gift certificate. We'll see if Tony Richards can add his name to the list.
Yeah, going off of the first, almost 10 minutes of this game, I thought, well, we might be looking at a pretty low-scoring ball game, but business picked up there in the second quarter, and I expect that to continue.
Hammerbeck getting set to kick for the Wolverines. It's a short one, and Brown takes it at the 25. And Brown gets by a couple of tackles and out across the 45 to the 47. It's a good starting field position for Union City to start the Acrisure third quarter. Acrisure, with a location in DuBois, is the official insurance provider of the YDL Sports Network. Find out more at acrisure.com/mid-Atlantic. Trailing by 10 points, Union City trying to get themselves a little bit closer here. Opening possession of the second half. Bears take over at their own 47. Brown in the gun. Smith to his left. And Brown going to keep it himself. Gets by a tackle. And a big gain for Austin Brown. Down into Sheffield territory for the Tionesta Builder Supply. First down.
First down, Union City to the Sheffield 38.
15-yard gain on first down for Austin Brown. And the Bears down to the Sheffield 38. Smith the back, Brown under center this time. And all kinds of movement up front. And this one is going to go, looks like initial signal is against the Wolverines, and it is a Bruno Iorfito Wrestling Camp penalty against Sheffield. The Bruno Iorfito Wrestling Camp in Port Allegheny is the best damn wrestling camp you've never heard of. June 16th through 20th, 2025. Online, teambruno.org.
Penalty puts the ball at the 34. First and 5.
So now it's a 1st and 5 for Union City. And just like that, big run on first down, mistake on the penalty. Union City's in business.
Yeah, and it is a 10-point lead, but that's not enough to be committing penalties. You want to clean that up.
Give us to Smith, and he's hit immediately as soon as he took that handoff. And Marfink again.
Half a second earlier, Marfink might have been able to just grab that ball.
The loss of about 2 on the play, make it a 2nd and 7.
At the 36.
It was Smith's first carry of the game.
And interesting, Claycamp still on the sideline for Union City here for this possession. Smith gets it again, and big collision there. It looked like with Barnes. I think Smith got the better of it, goes forward for a couple.
Well, Claycamp was what appeared to be dealing with some cramping in the first half. You got to wonder if that's kind of snuck up on him at halftime when they were over there resting.
And as we say that, here comes Claycamp into the huddle. It is a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning 3rd and 5 coming up for Union City. But again, something to keep an eye on. Like you said, Cody, it looked like Claycamp was dealing with some cramping. He's been their most effective runner through the first half. Lines up split out near to the near side on this 3rd and 5. Brown in the gun. High snap. Brown corrals are going to keep it himself. And he is not going to get there, about 2 yards short. We'll bring up a 4th and 2 for Union City. And again, a bit surprising that it seems like Union City in those shotgun snaps have had some trouble with the high snaps also.
Yeah, both teams are, and maybe they need to take a look at what Sheffield's doing and have Brown kind of take that half a step back.
Claycamp comes out as Kane Greger comes in on this 4th and 2. Greger, the up back. Smith dots the I. And Brown will be under center for this key 4th down play coming up for Union City. Give us to Smith. And Smith is not going to get there, stuffed up by the Wolverine defense. Holden and Marfink in on the stop for Sheffield. And the Wolverines get a stop on that opening possession. One of your keys to the second half here, Cody.
Yeah, now I think the next thing they got to do is they got to drive down the field, and a lot of time left, but you score again. The way Union City's offense, even though they've been able to put the ball in the end zone, it's been pretty slow and meticulous. Make it extremely difficult for the Bears to come back.
1st and 10 from their own 30 are the Wolverines opening possession of the second half for Sheffield. Barr gives it to Holden. Holden tries to break a tackle. He's not going to get there. And looks like he's going to lose about 2, maybe 3 on the play. We'll bring up a 2nd down and 12.
Tackled by Logan Slaney. Loss of 2.
Logan Slaney on the stop for Union City.
I won't be surprised here if we see a Barr rollout.
Barno, the sidecar to Barr's left. Fake to Barno. And Barr going to keep it himself. Ran right into Schumann. And another loss on the play. We'll make it a 3rd and 13. Make it 14. We get backed up on 3rd and long. Call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Get you moving again. Visit them online, lutonsplumbing.com.
So Barr has to keep it in the back of his mind, even if you're not able to get that first down. If you can gain some yardage, put yourself in a better position to punt. put the Bears deep in their own side of the field.
Barr back to pass. Has time. Now he's flushed, looking for Marfink, and overthrew him. One of the few times Barr's had time in the pocket, just didn't have anybody really open.
And what I notice about Barr when he has time is, and this is just a habit probably at this point, is when you're under duress so often, when you have that time, you get a little jittery because you're not really sure what happened.
Brown back to receive this punt at the 35. High bounce. Brown takes it off the bounce, shakes the tackle, breaks free from another one, and then is brought down. Looks like at about the 43. And we will be back in 15 seconds.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
1st and 10, Union City at its own 43, trailing by 10. Just over 6 minutes to go in the Acrisure third quarter. And this time, we're going to have looks like a timeout taken by Union City. So we'll be right back with more Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
The orthodontists of Cole Orthodontic Associates have been crafting beautiful, healthy smiles in north central Pennsylvania and south central New York since 1960. As board-certified dental specialists in orthodontics, Cole Orthodontic Associates offer a wide variety of services, including early intervention, traditional and clear braces, and orthodontic surgery. Cole Orthodontic Associates also offer Invisalign clear aligners. Call 814-781-7800 to schedule an appointment today.
You've got dreams. Might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
So we're going to try this again. 1st and 10, Union City at its own 43 following the timeout. Clay Camp, the sidecar to Brown's left. Brown going to keep it himself, trying to weave his way through traffic. He's not going to get there. It's a loss. Barno in on the stop along with Holden.
At the bottom of the pile for Sheffield. Loss of 2, 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
As we tick under 6 minutes to go in the Acrisure third quarter here from Sheffield. 2nd and 12 coming up for the Bears. Now Smith, the back, 2 receivers to each side for Brown, who's under center. And he gets Sheffield to jump. Bruno Iarfito wrestling camp penalty against the Wolverines. Their second so far of this Acrisure third quarter.
Yeah, Brian, they're second of the quarter. It's their 9th of the game.
The ball at the 46-yard line. 2nd down, 7.
And that turns it from a 2nd and 12 to a 2nd and 7. Smith, the up back. Clay Camp dots the I. 2 receivers split near side. And Brown under duress, and he's going to be hit and sacked. Marfink again.
That is his 3rd sack of the game, and that one was with authority.
Marfink makes up for the penalty and then some. Looks like a loss of about 8. Make it a 3rd and 15 coming up for Union City. Luton's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, third down here for the Bears. Crowd trying to inspire Sheffield here, getting to their feet. Brown in the gun. Smith, the sidecar to his right. Brown rolls right. Looking, under pressure, and he's going to be forced out of bounds. This time it's Zach Barnes. And a flag comes in well after the play.
Yeah, I think
And
there was
I think that's going to go against Union City.
a little extracurricular pushing there, the tail end of that play.
And understandable. You're in week 8 of a thus far winless season. And those frustrations on a hot Saturday afternoon can start to boil over. And it is a dead ball personal foul against Union City. I think they called Ploss on that. So back them up 15 for this punt, and Sheffield should get the ball in good field position. As the ball's moved back all the way to the 19. Barr has his heels at his own 46 as Burrows comes in to punt. And nearly blocked. Short kick takes a Union City bounce, but Sheffield is going to start at the 42. All told, that drive ends up being net loss of a yard for the Bears.
All that for -1.
And we'll be back in 15 seconds.
Tap and Pay Plus is fundraising for the 21st century. Nothing to sell, nothing to hand out, nothing to do other than shop like you normally do. Have everybody that you know download the Tap and Pay Plus fundraising app and use it to pay at any of our 300 plus national brand partners. Then watch the money roll in. Learn more at tapandpayplus.com.
1st and 10 for Sheffield. Barr going to keep it himself after the fake, and he gets drugged down by Schumann. Solid tackle there. Kept that from being a big gainer for Barr. Instead, it's just a 2-yard gain. Makes it 2nd down and 8. As we're approaching 3 minutes to go, Acrisure third quarter. Wolverines leading the Bears by 10, 22-12. Newark split to the near side. Barno, the back with Barr, and the give is to Barno, and Barno's got a hole on the right side. Breaks a tackle. Barno's got the Ty Nesta Builder Supply 1st down for Sheffield.
Barno just runs angry. He seems like a very calm, cool as a cucumber kind of guy on the sidelines, but when he gets the ball in his hands, he runs like a rabid Wolverine.
Ty Nesta Builder Supply 1st down for Sheffield at the Union City 30. And Barr going to keep it himself straight up the gut. Gang tackled after about a 3-yard pickup.
Tackled by 70, Jeremy Zimmerman. Needed 2, 2nd and 8 at the 28.
So far, Barr with 11 carries, 66 yards, as we're in the final couple minutes of the third quarter.
2nd and 8 coming up for Sheffield at the Union City 28. Under 2 minutes to go, Acrisure third quarter. Barr keeps it himself again. This time trying to go left, turns the corner. Barr down the sideline, picks up a block. Colby Barr, 28-yard touchdown run for Sheffield. And again, another late block, good block down the field by the Wolverines, gives Barr those extra few yards, and he gets into the end zone. Wolverines going to go for 2. Barr keeps looking for in the back of the end zone. Couldn't see the number there, but pass falls incomplete. 96 seconds left to go. Acrisure third quarter. Sheffield 28, Union City 12. It's Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
This is Chris Rossetti from the YDL Sports Network, and I want to take a moment to tell you about my friend Paul Burdick. Paul is the Dean of District 9 Photography, and he is here to serve your needs with action photos, team photos, and so much more. Paul has shot everything from Little League through the pros and is a regular at PIAA championship events and Penn State football. Find out more or buy a photo at pburdick.smugmug.com. Are you looking for an upcoming, young, energetic photographer to shoot your team or individual athlete? Then contact Anima TV today at 814-594-5783. Anna's work has been used in many publications over the last few years, including right here on the YDL Sports Network. Find out more at animatvphotography.com.
Colby Barr goes 28 yards for Sheffield, and the Wolverines have 28 points on the board, lead Union City by 16, 28-12.
That score puts Colby Barr at 94 yards on the game, a couple of touchdowns off of just 12 carries. He's averaging just below 8 yards per carry.
And the kick goes over Claycamp's head. He had some trouble with it. Apologize, folks. I looked up and lost that one in the sun there for a second.
You know what, Brian? I think that might have been what happened to Claycamp there. That ball bounced up, and he was looking for it, and where he would have looked would have been directly into the sun. And then he looked very confused until the ball was bouncing on the ground.
Back in 15 seconds.
All-American HQ in Shippenville is your gift headquarters no matter the occasion. All-American HQ always has the perfect gift for that love wonder friend. From engraved cutting boards and coffee mugs to personalized sports apparel, All-American HQ has you covered. At All-American HQ, they'll put almost anything on almost everything. AllAmericanHQ.com.
Union City now takes over, trailing by 16. Starts at its own 23. Brown fumbles the snap. Got it up. But we'll get stopped for a short loss. And again, Marfink on the bottom of that pile for Sheffield.
On defense, we've been saying Marfink. On offense, it's been Barr. These two kids have just been carrying Sheffield today.
Just about a minute left. Acrisure third quarter, second down. They did say Brown was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so it's 2nd and 10. Billy Cole going in motion across the formation for Union City. And pitch to Claycamp. Has some space down the left sideline. And Claycamp's got a Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down.
That's out of bounds for the Union City first down.
And another Bear slow to get up behind the play.
Third quarter, Sheffield Sports Boosters 300 Club winner. Ticket 144.
And again, Cody, we talked about Union City not able to get under cover, for lack of a better word, find some shade there during halftime.
Yeah, and that direct sunlight for hours on end, it just starts to wear on you.
Williams, number 66, a happy birthday today.
And oddly enough, there's only been a couple of times since I've covered football here that I've seen a team bring coverage for their side of the field, whether it's a pop-up or whatnot.
And I mean, you can understand Union City's not used to playing here. In fact, I couldn't find a last time these two teams met, so it's not like they're here and understand the layout of the field and how things are, but surprising that a lot more of the District 9 teams don't bring some canopies or something to just give their players some shade. But It is a Ty Nestor Builders Supply first down for Union City at its own 35. And movement. Let's see, one of the Union City linemen moved, and it is a Bruno Iorfito Wrestling Camp false start penalty against the Bears. Will make it a 1st and 15.
I always like when everybody sees the movement and the ref still has to throw the flag because that's the rules.
Right.
And they just look so unenthusiastic about it.
Sometimes they get those flag throws and like, hey, we're 1st and 15 now for Union City. Toss to Claycamp. Trying to shake a tackle. Got away from one, but then the Wolverines gathered around him. Gain of about 2 on the play.
On the tackle.
We'll make it a 2nd and 13.
2nd and 13 at the 31.
And that may be the final play of the first quarter unless Union City wants to get another snap off here. And they do. Give us to Claycamp off left tackle. Not much there. Gang tackled after a gain of a yard. And that is how the third quarter will come to an end. We head to the fourth quarter. Sheffield 28, Union City 12. Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
It is the start of a new quarter, and Emily Woods is today's fourth quarter contestant. Emily's already won a free car wash at the Zip Zap Car Wash. If the Wolverines score a touchdown during the fourth quarter, Emily will win a $75 gift certificate to Rocket Detailing. To participate, go to rocketdetails.com. We're 3 for 3 so far, Cody.
I think they'll do it again. I want everybody to win their gift certificates today.
3rd and long coming up for Union City to start this Elwood National Forge fourth quarter, and escaping a tackle in the backfield is Claycamp. Falls forward for a couple of yards, not going to be anywhere close to the first down. Marfink on the stop again. And our fourth quarter this afternoon brought to you by Elwood National Forge. It's never too soon nor too late to set another goal or dream another dream. If now is the time for you, Elwood National Forge can help. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay, and benefits, including 401k and insurance to start the day to hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com. 4th and 11 for the Bears. Burrows on to punt. Barr back to receive right around his 35. High snap and nearly blocked again. Holden almost got to that one. And it takes a Sheffield bounce to the 48.
Will be down at the 48-yard line. Sheffield. First down, Wolverine.
And now Sheffield starting near midfield. Actually, they're going to mark it down at the 46. Interesting spot there, but Wolverines have a chance now to really kind of put this game out of reach if they can score on this drive.
Yeah, the way that Union City's really their offense in the second half has been a couple of decent runs followed up by negative yardage. So, yeah, if you're Sheffield and you're able to put another score up, I think you got it locked up.
Starting at their own 46 are the Wolverines. Barr Going around the right side, has a hole, and nearly broke a tackle. Claycamp with a shoestring stop, or Barr was going all the way. It is enough for a Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down for Sheffield. First and 10 now at the Union City 43.
That carry there puts Barr over 100 yards today on the ground.
Give us to Holden. And Holden turns the corner, picks up a block down the sideline. Hayden Holden run out of bounds by Claycamp.
And you got to give credit to the Wolverine blockers downfield. Holden was able to just sort of weave through them to get extra yards on that carry.
Wolverines inside the Pizza Hut red zone. Still time for you to order a fresh hot pizza now online at pizzahut.com, where no one outpizzas the Hut. Another Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down for Sheffield. This drive being built by Ty Nesta Builder Supply with locations in Shippenville and Ty Nesta, online at tynestabuilders.us. Now at the Union City 18. And Barr keeps it himself, squeezes through the defense, picks up a block. Colby Barr into the end zone, 18 yards for the Wolverine touchdown.
And that is Colby Barr's third touchdown on the ground today. He's got 14 carries, 123 yards. Heck of a day for a final home game for the senior quarterback.
Yeah, final home game for Barr, regardless of anything else that happens between now and January. And this time they try the extra point with Hammerbeck, and it is up and good. Just over 10 minutes to go. Elwood National Forge fourth quarter. Sheffield 35, Union City 12. Allegheny Grill at Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Looking for affordable auto, home, and life insurance? Look no further than Allstate Insurance, the David Jones Agency in Clarion and Meadville. At the David Jones Agency, you get personalized attention from someone who lives where you do. The David Jones Agency meets you where you are. They are available during regular business hours, Monday through Friday at their office, via appointment at the office after hours, or remotely. The David Jones Agency also offers investment opportunities, including annuities and IRAs. The David Jones Agency can be reached in Clarion at 814-223-4000 and in Meadville at 814-337-5107.
Colby Barr with an 18-yard touchdown run. Isaac Hammerbeck pushes through the extra point, and Sheffield leads Union City 35-12. A little over 10 minutes to go. Elwood National Forge fourth quarter. And certainly don't want to count anybody out, but Cody, for Union City to pick up a win in this game, they would have to score more points in their final 10-plus minutes of the fourth quarter than they have total for the season. And Claycamp misses the kick. Brown picks it up, squeezes through the defense, and then is wrestled down just shy of the 30. But again, coming into this one, Union City for the season has only scored 28 points. So the Bears offense, if they want to pick up victory number one, going to have to come up with something it hasn't done all year.
Yeah, and coming back in with 10 minutes to go and you're down by this much, you not only have to play mistake-free, you have to hope that Sheffield plays all of a sudden very mistake-laden football, and then you have to take advantage of those mistakes. And there's a lot of things have to be in line to make that sort of comeback. It's extremely difficult to do. It's why you don't see it often.
Bears start on their 29. Give us to Smith, and not going anywhere. In fact, going to lose about a half a yard. And this time it was Holden on the tackle for loss.
Loss of one of the play. Fourth quarter, Sheffield Sports Boosters 300 Club ticket winner.
And Cody, we went 4 for 4 on our Rocket Details gift certificate giveaways today. First time all season we've gone on 4 for 4.
Well, you know what? You're going to have snowy weather, salt on the roads.
Yeah.
These people are going to need that.
Absolutely.
So Sheffield stepped up for them.
2nd and 11 coming up for Union City. Brown takes a snap, gives to Smith. Smith fights his way through a tackle to get positive yards and then pushes himself forward at the end there, though the near side official marking him down at the 30, the far side giving him that extra gain, and he does get about 4 yards on that carry. It is a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning 3rd down and 7 coming up. And understand we've been told there is going to be a brief ceremony following the game here at Sheffield. If this score holds and we have to wait for our player of the game, we'll bring you that ceremony live as well. 3rd and 7 coming up for the Bears. And I was going to say, I think they got away with some early movement, but they did not. The flag just came out a little bit late. This is going to be a Bruno Iarfito Wrestling Camp false start penalty against the Bears. We'll make this a 3rd and 12.
Penalty puts the ball at the 27-yard line. Once again, it's 3rd down.
And this is such a frustrating position to be in for the Bears. We've seen it on the Sheffield side before. I've experienced it when I played, experienced it as a covering them. And for the Bears, you just try to put your head down and keep working.
3rd and 12 for Union City. Need to get out to the 39. And Brown going to keep it himself, trying to get the edge, and he does, but not going to get enough for the 1st down. Maybe worth going for it here, depending on where the spot is.
I would think if you're within a couple of yards, what else do you really have to lose at this point?
This is going to be, that's a long 2, maybe 3. And call it a long 2. 4th down coming up for Union City. And I'm Mike Wydro. I may just keep this in Brown's hands and try to let him make something happen here.
I think he's your best offensive weapon.
And give us to Clay Camp off left tackle. He squeezes through the line for the Tynesta Builder Supply 1st down.
Yeah, and Sheffield had him. I think they had him for a loss, and Clay Camp was able to fight his way through.
It is a Tynesta Builder Supply 1st down for Union City at the 46. Bears keep the drive alive. But now time working against them as we're about to hit the 7-minute mark of the Elwood National Forge 4th quarter. Fake to Clay Camp, and Brown shakes a tackle in the backfield, gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a short gain there. Done on the stop for Sheffield, and we've got a timeout for an injured player. That's Clay Camp, has his helmet off. I think they're going to send him off for the equipment issue. And again, call it a gain of about 1 on that.
In one of the play, 2nd down 9 at the 47-yard line.
But now Union City, the last couple of plays, been able to break through some of those attempted tackles in the backfield and get some positive yards.
Yeah, the Wolverines' defensive front is so aggressive right now that they're kind of tackling from behind, and these guys are slipping by them.
2nd and 9. And this time going to be a tackle for loss. And it's Marfink again. This time he gets Smith. And, again, Cody, he basically could have gone in and taken that handoff himself. He was in the backfield so quick.
Yeah, Marfink is he's having himself a day. And, we talk about, usually at this point in the game, we start kind of talking about who's going to be our player of the game. And, you got to think, is it going to be a defender today? Is it going to be Colby Barr? I mean, that's a discussion that we're going to have.
Absolutely. As we hit the halfway point of the Elwood National Forge fourth quarter, it is 3rd down and 12. When you get backed up on 3rd and long, call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning to get you moving again, lutonsplumbing.com. And they give to Smith, and Smith gains about 4, bring it up to a 4th and 8.
Tackled by Andrew Kyler. In 4, ball at the 47-yard line. It's 4.
And I heard, I don't know if you could pick it up on the broadcast, but I heard one of the players turn to the sideline, and Sheffield superfan Leroy Winslow pacing the fencing here in the stands. They turned around and said, "It's 4th down, Leroy, let's go."
I don't know if there's anybody more invested in Wolverine football outside of the team than Leroy Winslow.
It is 4th and 8 for Union City. Under 5 minutes to go. Elwood National Forge, fourth quarter. And Brown takes it off the right side. He's hit and dropped for a loss. Marfink again.
And I think the Wolverines were ready for Brown to take that ball.
Turnover on downs. The Wolverines will take over at the Union City 45. And 4:43 to play. Elwood National Forge fourth quarter. And Sheffield can smell its second win of the season. Union City calls a timeout. Their second of the half. We'll be back. Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Located at 16 West Main Street in Youngsville, Cam's Logging Supplies and Outdoor Wear's goal is to provide customers in Warren County with logging supplies, boots, and clothing at a reasonable price and within a short distance from home. We also offer so much more, including indoor golf and axe throwing, games of chance, and local pool leagues. If there's something you want and we don't have it, let us know and we will be happy to try and find it for you. At Cam's, we also sell hunting and fishing licenses and look forward to serving you. Give us a call today at 814-688-3146. Stop in and see us or visit us online at camsloggingsupplies.com.
We've got a 90s flashback going on here as they're playing the Macarena over the loudspeakers on this Union City timeout. It'll be Sheffield 1st and 10 at the Bears 45 following a turnover on downs. And
do the dance, Brian.
Absolutely not. I didn't even do the dance when it was popular in the 90s, so not going to start now. Besides, there's people with phones and stuff here, and somebody would get it on camera. And
that's blackmail.
Yeah. Though I can see, I believe that's Andrew Kyler was out there dancing on the field.
That does not surprise me.
Excuse me. No, that was Spencer White, 51, who's right next to him, but doing a little dance. And
well, you got to think they're all the extra stuff coming in today. It's got to be a lot of weight off their shoulders with 4:40 left to go, 35-12.
Barr in the gun, gives to Holden. Holden going to try to turn the corner on the right side. He gets the sideline and is run out of bounds. Tried to tiptoe down the sideline, but could not stay in. And he does have enough for a Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down at the Union City 35. Was about 2 inches away from breaking off a big one. There was Holden.
And that's his second carry on this sideline where he has had to tiptoe down it. You got to think one of these times he wants to take it the whole way.
Another 1st and 10 for Sheffield at the Union City 35. It's Barno in the backfield with Barr for this first down, and they'll give it to Barno. And Barno's got some room on that right side, and he tries to plant, slips a little bit, tried to spin away. They blew the whistle dead. They blew the play dead, and Barno's not happy. He's going, man, I wasn't down. He got out of that pile and was ready to.
And they might have blown that whistle a little early.
5-yard gain for Barno.
But, you know, these officials, they're trying to balance letting a play go and keeping players safe.
Well, yeah, you know, again, I mean, I'm an Eagles guy. A couple of weeks ago, they were playing the Saints, and that's how, you know, Devontae Smith got concussed because he was in that pile and they didn't blow it dead. So it's a fine line you got to walk, trying to determine when somebody's down, keep players safe, and when you want to let them try to make a play. It's 2nd and 5 now for the Wolverines. Give it to Zach Barnes right up the gut. Not much there. He's thrown down by Liam Dean. A gain of about 1 for Barnes.
Liam Dean on the tackle for Union
It
City.
is a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning 3rd down and 4.
And Brian, you got to ask the question. You're Sheffield. You got 3.5 to go. If you don't pick this up, do you go for it on 4th, or do you take a shot at the end zone maybe on 4th down and forget about the first down? Or
I think you go for it either way. I mean, trying to pin them deep on a punt would be fairly tricky. They give this to Holden, and he's hitting the backfield, spun around, and this time they let it play out, and he's going to get dropped for a loss of about 6. Dean and a couple of others in on the stop for Union City, and now it's 4th and 10. And again, you're at that point of the field where this is, even if you turn it over on downs without gaining anything, now you don't want to have a high snap or something like that, but with 2.5 to go in the Elwood National Forge 4th quarter, if you can pick up this first down, that's basically the ball game. Union City's only got 1 timeout left in the half.
And maybe we see a little trickery here like we saw on a previous 4th down play.
And Barr rolling right, and he's going to keep it himself all the way. Picks up a block. Colby Barr goes down the sideline and takes himself out of bounds. Understand what he was trying to do there. wanted to kill the clock, but you got to slide on that, young man, not go out of bounds. Well, Sheffield's going to take a timeout anyway. So
I have a feeling they have somebody they want to score. Would be my guess is there is a senior that's typically not a ball carrier or something that the Wolverines are going to try to get in the end zone. That would be my assumption.
So Barr picks up the Tionesta Builder Supply first down. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 5. And they didn't repaint the numbers on the field. They're kind of hard to read at this point in the season.
Brian, I've been covering enough games up here to just say we're lucky the grass is mowed.
And Sheffield about 216 away from picking up win number 2 on the season. And we'll see if your prediction is true here, if they're going to try to give it to somebody that
you got the players out there going up to the line of scrimmage doing the YMCA. You could just see it. These guys are feeling good.
Holden and Ben Lindbergh.
That might be your guy.
And they are both in front of Barr. And Lindbergh's going to take the snap. Keep it himself. Turns the corner. Ben Lindbergh trying to get there. He's not going to do it. Gets closer. And the officials say keep the clock going. Gets down to the 2, so 3-yard pickup for Lindbergh. It's 2nd and goal from the 2. And we'll see if they just run that play again. It certainly appears that way. They're going to flip Holden to Lindbergh's left this time. Maybe they could try going the opposite way. And they do. Lindbergh going to keep it himself. He's got a block. He's got to turn the corner. And Lindbergh in for the touchdown. Two-yard run for Ben Lindbergh. And it will be Hammerbeck on to attempt the extra point. And Hammerbeck's kick is off the upright. 92 seconds to play in this one. Sheffield leads Union City 41-12. It's Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
Ben Lindbergh with a 2-yard touchdown run has Sheffield in front of Union City 41-12. 1:32 to play. Elwood National Forge fourth quarter, and
the music just keeps going back and back in time, Brian.
A little Sir Mix-a-Lot coming out of the speakers here in Sheffield. Hammerbeck with the kick. Brown takes it at the 25. Gets out across the 45.
That 2-yard Lindbergh touchdown run put the Wolverines at 301 total offensive yards. So he was able to push them over the 300 mark for the day.
Union City will take over at its own 47. And Bears are going to fall to 0-8 for this season, while Sheffield is going to improve to 2-4. Have a very winnable game coming up next week at Bucktail. Sheffield beat the Bucks to open the season this year right here on Wolverine Mountain. So chance to get 3 wins would be the first 3-win season for Sheffield in quite a long time.
A long time. Yeah. I was trying to put a number on it, but I'm not entirely. It's got to be 2016, 17, somewhere in there.
Somewhere in that. Well, it's got to be at least 16 because I came back in for the 2017 season, and they did not win 3 games that year and haven't won 3 games since. So 2016 at the earliest, maybe that 2013 AML North Championship team might be the last one.
Right up here on Wolverine Mountain.
Coin that phrase, did you?
No. Apparently not.
And, so Union City with, I let my timer go there. My apologies for that. And another tackle for loss for the Wolverines. This time it is, I believe that's Malik Gordon in on the stop for Sheffield.
17, Dallas Triscuit on the carry.
That was Dallas Triscuit on the carry for Union City.
Loss of 3 in the play, 2nd down, 13.
Second and 13 as we're under a minute to go. Elwood National Forge fourth quarter. And they're going to let that little bounce go from the left guard as Triscuit gets the ball again. No gain on the play. And that was Jeremiah Alberto in on the tackle for Sheffield. We're under 30 seconds to go. And now the Wolverines on the sideline telling their fans, hey, we're 30 seconds from a win. Let's make some noise here.
Yeah, that's the problem with scoring with over a minute left to go. There's that kind of lull where you're waiting.
And the give is to Trisket. Gets around the left side for a couple. But that will do it. Your final here from Sheffield. The Wolverines 41, Union City 12 as Mike Barr gets the Gatorade bath on the sideline.
They didn't even hesitate.
Didn't let him get through the handshake line even. And so, again, we'll let these guys go through the handshake line. We'll take a break. We'll come back with our Icy Inc. post-game show. Again, we're being told there's going to be a bit of a post-game ceremony here. We'll try to get our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player or players of the game. We'll make that decision during the break up here just as soon as we can. Again, your final from Sheffield, the Wolverines 41, Union City 12.
Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
Are you sick of all the madness and hassle of traditional fundraisers? Well, then let us give you a big, warm welcome to the Tap and Pay Plus fundraising app. Thanks to Tap and Pay Plus, it's now easy for your team or group to gain online donations from supporters anywhere. Simply shop, earn, and support the team every single day. Learn more about our simple and easy fundraising app at www.tapandpayplus.com.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery offers screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as on cool gear like backpacks, window decals, and engraved tumblers. We also specialize in team, business, and organization fundraisers. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyyyinc.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
When most places start preparing for a long winter's nap, we start living our best life. The mountainsides burning with color ignite something inside that now is the time to embrace what's around us. Warren County, Pennsylvania really is paradise, as we are surrounded with beautiful places and smiling faces. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Find your adventure, find your peace.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Welcome into the Icy Inc. post-game show. Your final here on Wolverine Mountain. Sheffield defeats Union City 41-12. For all your screen printing and embroidery needs, call Icy Inc. at 814-688-0034 or visit icyinc.com. That's icyync.com. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy. And big win for the Wolverines. You can see lots of folks gathering around the team huddle post-game here. They've invited all former players, cheerleaders, coaches out onto the field, which I guess technically means you and I should walk down there and come out on the field and be part of this little.
I was saying during the break, let's Vanderbilt this. Let's tear down the goalpost and haul them through town. No, wouldn't call this storming the field. It's a casual stroll onto the field, but it's a nice gesture.
And again, lots of emotion coming into this one. Wolverines potentially going to leave the field here on Wolverine Mountain for the final time ever, depending on how things go. Warren County School District looking at a potential closure of Sheffield High School, grades 9 through 12. But at least for this afternoon, the Wolverines are going to celebrate.
They're going to celebrate, and they should celebrate. And you know what? They should celebrate every season that they had prior to this. Like I said before, they took reality as it is and are giving the players, the coaches, the fans, the family, the alumni, everybody an opportunity to have some laughs and celebrate these moments, which results in, a little extra media coverage, more photos, more memories. If you're going to go out, sometimes it's best to just go out that way.
And again, they're going to go out with a win here on Wolverine Mountain, at least for the final time they're playing here in the 2024 season, again, maybe ever, as they've invited former players, coaches to come out on the field, cheerleaders come out on the field and celebrate with the team. Let's take a look at our Janie Montgomery Scott. Well, hold on. Actually, you know what? Let's turn it over to public address announcer Chuck Demko for this ceremony.
Sheffield and Youngsville High Schools is currently in front of the Warren County School District's Board of Directors. If that motion is approved, these will be our final moments on Wolverine Mountain for a varsity football game. We thought it should be commemorated in a proper way. Many of you will recognize the name Jim Valdano. You know him as Jimmy V. If you're not familiar, he coached the NC State Wolfpack men's basketball team in the 1980s. He won a national championship in 1983 in one of the most memorable games in history. But more than that, it was with a team that wasn't really supposed to be in the Sweet 16, let alone winning the title. And his strength and determination carried out through his players in that tournament and that championship game. His strength and determination was also evident when he was diagnosed with cancer after his coaching days. It was then that the Jimmy V Foundation was formed to support cancer research. Coach Valdano passed away in 1993, but before he did, he gave one of the most inspirational speeches in history at the ESPY Awards. In that speech, he talked about his battle with cancer, how it changed the way he looked at life. And it sparked the phrase, "Don't give up, don't ever give up." He said that as he knew his time was short on earth. But that's who he was. He was an open book. At the end of that speech, he gave another famous bit of inspiration. He said that cancer could take away his physical abilities, but it could not touch his mind, it could not touch his heart, and it could not touch his soul. Today, I submit to you the idea that the same sentiment applies to what be happening here. Obviously, I'm not comparing it to the disease of cancer. That's way, way more serious. But what I mean is that the school board may vote to close the high school and take everything away that we've known and loved. And there may be nothing that we can do about that. But in the end, there are three things they cannot and will not ever be able to take from us. Number one is the soul of Sheffield. This town loves its own. It's always there for each other. And through this process, we've grown stronger together. Number two, they cannot take our memories away, i.e., they cannot touch our mind. The memories that we've created this year and in the past will live on in our souls forever. even now at the possible last moments on the field. I invite you to take a moment and take it all in. Look at each other and look at this scene. And finally, they cannot touch the heart of a Wolverine. As we leave today, know that the heartbeat of this town, this school, and this team cannot be measured. Remember that a Wolverine, pound for pound, is the fiercest, toughest, most tenacious animal in all of creation. As we close our ceremony today, we invited you all to stay around as we create one more memory. We thought it would be fitting for all of us to gather together on the field and in the stands to sing the Sheffield High School alma mater as one family, one Sheffield. At this time, it's my honor to ask the Sheffield Wolverine cheerleaders if they would lead us in the Sheffield High School alma mater. Thank you, ladies. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, on behalf of Wolverine Nation, may our hearts always bleed orange and black. Thank you, and good day.
Little post-game ceremony there as Sheffield kind of comes together. Again, potentially, very likely for the final time here on Wolverine Mountain.
Yeah, and it was a great speech there that Chuck Demko, PA announcer and friend of ours, gave. I told him before the game, I went over and thanked him for all of his PA announcing, covering games on the sideline there. There's oftentimes you miss a play, and I would bank on him to call out the running back or the tackler or the yard line, and he's saved me a number of times on statistically having my stats right. So I wanted to thank him for that, and I also told him, don't cry. And I think he held it together pretty well.
There were a couple of times where you could hear the emotion come through, but understandable given the circumstances. And I don't think anybody thinks this is a great circumstance to be in. Certainly you don't ever want to get to a point where you feel that school closure is necessary, but unfortunately Warren County is at that point.
It's an unfortunate reality that is nationwide. It's not just Warren County or Pennsylvania. It's throughout the nation. Rural areas are having to find other ways to go about life, and that means combining schools. There's certainly areas on teams that we cover that have already done so, and whether it's fully combining their schools or for certain sports, having co-ops. And Sheffield, for instance, had a co-op that started in the mid-late 90s. So their co-op was a little unique with Abraxas, but certainly I think the people of this community understand there comes a time where you have to change things up.
Yep. Well, with that, we'll get back to what the Wolverines are celebrating today, and that's a victory over Union City, 41-12. Let's take a look now at our final game stats, brought to you by Janney Montgomery Scott and Clarion. No matter where you are in life, just starting out in your peak earning years, nearing retirement, or contemplating your legacy, we are here for you. When you work with us, it's about going beyond investing. It's about connecting your life and your finances. Visit them online, JanneyClarion.com.
We'll start with Union City. 46 offensive plays, 166 total offensive yards, 22 in the air, 144 on the ground, 3.6 yards per play. They had 10 first downs, 3 fumbles, 5 penalties for 40 yards. Individually, Austin Brown had 14 carries for 18 yards. Stephen Claycamp had 20 carries for 120 yards. He also had 2 touchdowns, 7.7 first downs, and averaged 6 yards a carry. Austin Brown was 2 for 2 in the air with 22 yards passing, both of those in the first half to Aiden Schumann, who had those 2 receptions for the 22 yards. On the Sheffield side, 38 offensive plays, 301 offensive yards, 43 in the air, 258 on the ground. The Wolverines averaged 7.9 yards per play, 14 first downs. They did have a couple of fumbles on some high snaps. Alex Marfink had the Wolverines 3 sacks, and the Wolverines' only blemish was 8 penalties for 45 yards, but for the most part cleaned that up in the second half. Individually, Colby Barr, 15 carries, 153 yards on the ground, 3 touchdowns. That puts Barr at 736 yards on the ground and 9 scores for the season. He averaged 10.2 yards per carry today. Hayden Holden had 8 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown. And Darrell Barno had 5 carries for 28 yards. He had a couple of first downs. And Brownhouse had 1 carry for 21 yards, and he had a touchdown at the towards the end of the second half. Barr was 3 for 5 in the air, 43 yards, and a couple of first downs. And Barno had one of those receptions for 21 yards. Sire Brownhouse had 1 reception for 15 yards, and Hayden Holden had 1 reception for 7 yards.
Those were your final game stats, brought to you by Janie Montgomery and Scott in Clarion, JanieClarion.com. Let's take a look now at the Hunter Station Golf Club scoring summary. Score a great round of golf at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tionesta, online at hunterstation.com.
Got through that. Good
job.
job.
I made it.
It was a slow start, but then Sheffield put some points on the board at 2:36 after the Wolverines recovered a high snap fumble at the 6. Colby Barr faked to Hayden Holden on the first play and trotted in for the first points of the game to go up 6-0 over Union City. At 10:30 in the second, after Marfink's sack on Austin Brown to put the Bears out of the red zone, Stephen Claycamp was able to take it to the house, 24 yards to tie it up at 6. At 7:33 in the second, on 4th and 19 from the Union City 39, Barr hits Barno for a short pass that takes the ball down to the 8-yard line, where Hayden Holden was able to punch it in on the very next play to put the Wolverines up 14-6. And then at 1:03 in the second, Stephen Claycamp takes in a 4-yard carry, ending his 6-minute and 30-second drive to pull within 2 of the Wolverines 14-12. But that wasn't all for the second. With time running out, Holden takes a handoff from Barr, then gives it to Brownhouse on a reverse, who opts to take it himself 21 yards and put Sheffield up 22-12 at the end of the half. In the third quarter, with $1:40 left to go, Colby Barr takes it himself 28 yards to put the Wolverines in a comfortable lead of 28-12. And then on to the fourth with 10:13 left. Colby Barr follows up a Hayden Holden 25-yard carry with an 18-yarder by himself for his third score of the day. Hammerbeck got the kick, and the Wolverines were rolling up 35-12. And with 1:31 left to go, the icing on the cake, the cherry on top, Ben Lindbergh around the far side of the field for the 2-yard score, and the Wolverines win 42-12.
All right, that was our Hunter Station Golf Club scoring summary, hunterstation.com. We'll be back with our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game.
Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com.
Excellence, teamwork, responsibility. Those are the foundations on which Phoenix Sintered Metals in Brockway is built. Phoenix is a Verischetti family-owned powder metal manufacturer committed to being an industry leader through excellence, innovation, and continuous improvement. Phoenix emphasizes employee teamwork as well as responsibility to the community. Like any team striving to be the best it can be, it knows that hard work and perseverance pay off.
Back on the Icy Ink post-game show with our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, where you come for the food and stay for the view. The Allegheny Grill is a great place to watch the big game online, AlleghenyGrill.com. This is our Cole Orthodontic Associates player interview with convenient locations in Ridgeway, St. Mary's, and Warren. You can get your game-winning smile with Cole Orthodontic Associates. And I think we can see our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game, Sheffield's Alex Marfink. The sun is just kind of beating into our press box here. So hopefully you can see him okay. I'm sure you can hear him okay. And Alex, a phenomenal game for you defensively. It seemed like you were in the backfield sometimes even before they got the playoff. What were you able to do up front on the defensive line that allowed you to get in the backfield and anticipate so quickly?
Well, right when they got up to the ball, I saw how the center was lining up. His right shoulder was more down towards the ball, towards the ground. So I just keyed on that shoulder, and I just swam over that shoulder every time.
So we had you down for 3 sacks, a bunch of tackles for loss. How big a momentum is that for you guys when you guys are out there making big plays for loss defensively?
That's a really big improvement, and for us, for our motivation, it really gets the guys going when we take charge of the field like that, and I think that really set the tone for us.
And how much confidence did you have when you got that second possession? You're able to take it down the field, get in the end zone, after the big turnover. How much confidence did that give you guys going for the rest of the game?
Oh, that one, it gave us a big boost of confidence for this game. We took that drive down the field, and we just built up confidence every time, and we know we could do it, so we just did it.
Obviously, a lot of stuff going on off the field for you guys this week. Pretty emotional day all day long. How were you able to channel those emotions and keep them in check long enough to give you what you needed on the field, but not take you out of the game mentally?
Well, with that, I just channel it and wait and build it up until the game. Then I just let it go in the game, and that's what gets me through the game.
So for you personally, if this is the final time for the Wolverines here on Wolverine Mountain, what's the biggest memory? What's the biggest thing you're going to take away from your time here at Sheffield?
The biggest time from Sheffield is probably hanging with all the guys on the team and all the practices we have. Like in the past, we might have not been able to do anything really on the football field, but the past 2 years, it's been really going uphill for us. And so, yeah.
And so if this is the last one, how good does it feel to go out with a big victory?
It feels really good. Like I said, last year we didn't really get into it, but we still scored quite a bit last year. This year, it's just taken up to a whole nother level.
So you guys got one more left. You're going to make that the short trip down to Renova, play Buckdale next week. What do you guys got to do in that game to pick up your second win over the Bucks this year?
Pretty much the same thing we did. Just keep our heads during the game and stay mentally focused during the game, and don't let our anger take over.
Our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game, Sheffield's Alex Marfink. Alex, congratulations on the win. Good luck next week.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with more of the Icy Ink postgame show right after this.
If you're ready to buy or sell your home, then stop in at 4234 Market Street to let one of the agents at Howard Hanna Professionals help. Our friendly and knowledgeable agents can help you find the key to your dream home. Looking for a new career? Howard Hanna Professionals can help there too. Howard Hanna Professionals will assist new and experienced agents with the startup fees for an exciting career in real estate. Call Katrina Laurie at 814-726-2000 for more information.
You've got dreams, might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA State inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
Welcome back to the Icy Ink post-game show. Your final here from Sheffield, the Wolverines 41, Union City 12. And Cody, it could be the last time for you here on Wolverine Mountain. Any final thoughts on this game and on the your experiences here up in Sheffield?
You know, I had something written out, but I'm going to wing it because I don't like to read off of that. It sounds too robotic. Yeah, you know, everybody talks about Wolverine Mountain, the school, and all these physical things, you know, jerseys and logos and mascots and all of that. And I just, my thing to my kids, to any kids that are going to be returning to school next year, none of that matters. It's all material. It doesn't matter. What matters is if you played on this field, the memories you had. If you watched games on this field, the memories you had. The stories from parents or grandparents that they'll tell you and you'll tell your kids, that's what matters. The life lessons learned, the little things, that's what you can carry, whether you're a dragon or a knight or you go on to play at college, whatever. That, to me, is the most important way to come out of all of this, is to not get caught up in the last. That's today. But tomorrow is your first, and you got to roll with the first, and you got to go with that. You cannot get caught up in these last moments. That's it. That's all I got. And go Yankees.
You were so close.
I was so close.
You were so close. Almost had it.
It's all I got left. Browns are already done.
Well, you know, just because they're, you know, Watson's going to come out and throw for like 500 yards tomorrow. Or,
oh, gosh.
Just to irritate me.
No, that could be a show in of itself. Me just complaining about 25 years of Browns football.
Yeah. You are a glutton for punishment.
I am.
No question.
I am.
But that will just about do it for us here. One thing I did want to mention, I thought was a classy move by Sheffield coach Mike Barr. The Wolverines head track coach Jason Snell, longtime member of the football staff, has not been on the staff for the last couple of years. And Coach Barr asked him to come out for this one. And, you know, Snelly, of course, obviously said yes, but just I thought a very nice gesture on Mike Barr's part to ask Jason to come out and be on the sidelines one last time.
I thought so too. In my conversation with him, when I was getting videos for that video package that you played prior to the game, I had to have two conversations with him because the first one I did, I kind of messed up the audio a little bit, but in both conversations, you know, there are a handful of people in this community that you can tell just love it, and they're passionate about it. They get emotional. Chuck Demko is one of them, and Jason Snell is certainly another one. Whether I was talking to him about football or track or student life, and we have some you know, acquaintances that we both know through our lines of work outside of sports. You know, he is so passionate about this area and about everything that he's involved in. And it was very nice to see him on the sideline. And I can tell you, Mike Barr will never know how much that meant to Jason Snell.
And give you a little shot of Jason and Chuck Demko, longtime voice of the Wolverines here on Wolverine Mountain. And they're going to potentially close this facility down with a big victory, 41-12 over Union City. Bears fall to 0-8 on the season. Sheffield improves to 2-4. And Cody, this is the last one for you this year. You got to go work and stuff.
I do. I got to go. I guess I got to go work. We'll just leave it at that.
Well, I will be back with you with a new broadcast partner next week. I'll be up at the Pasture of Pain as the Eisenhower Knights welcome in Mercyhurst Prep for a Key Region 3 contest. And you can catch all that action right here on the YDL Sports Network, your daily local. Stay tuned all season long for all the games, recaps, interviews, and more. the YDL Sports Network at D910sports.com and yourdailylocal.com. For Cody Elms, this is Brian Hagberg from Wolverine Mountain. Thank you for watching. Good afternoon.